What's up everyone, welcome to The Art of War. I'm John Lennon, joined today by Mr. Nick Nanavati. We are here to bring you another very exciting matchup. I am bringing out my Adeptus Custodes. They've been sitting on the shelf for a while, but they got new storm shields, they got new forge roll rules. I'm excited to get them back on the table and show off what they can do. And what I'm going to be facing off against is your Harlequins.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I played my Harlequins. I've been on a very big Sisters kick lately, but it's time to bust them out. They didn't go anywhere. They just, you know, they were sleeping. It's time to wake up from the nap and put up a big old whooping on Mr. Lennon out here.
We'll see about that. I'm really excited about this game. I'm using pure Custodes for the first time. In the past, I've shown them off with kind of like a guard patrol to help with some secondary stuff. But I think that, you know, some of the changes are, it's a little easier to justify the Custodes troop option. So I'm excited to put out 2,000 points, pure Custodes, no allies whatsoever.
Nice, nice. I got the mono Harlequins here. Really strong army. I'm very excited about that Dark Eldar book in January. That's kind of why I've put the Harlequins on pause lately, because I'm waiting to see what that codex offers as a supplement to this faction. But they're still great. I'm really excited about them, and we're going to bust them out today, and hopefully I can beat down the shining angels of the Imperium.
Absolutely. But before, well, actually, let's talk about our sponsors before we get too deep into this game.
Yeah, that sounds good. So we have Warpfire Minis, which is a store here in Ocala, Florida. They have a 15% off Games Workshop product. They're a really cool store. What they also do that's especially fantastic is their minis trade-in program. So you can take whatever junky, crappy minis, new in box, built and painted terribly, believe me, I know. Take some pictures, you send them over, they'll give you a quote for what it's worth in store credit. If you agree to their price, you just put them in a box, you ship them on over, they give you credit in your account, and then you can use that credit towards any future models so you can replace your plastic crack with better plastic crack. I've done it. I haven't paid for 40K in months. It's changed my life.
Nice and easy there. Next up, I want to talk about Big Bear 3D. Big Bear 3D is responsible for all of the terrain that we have here. And as a matter of fact, you may notice that this is some brand new terrain. This is my own table, the John Lennon table. We just got it commission painted by artist Jonathan Cuck, and I am so excited for this. You can actually order this terrain right now on their website, Big Bear 3D.
Yeah.
And this terrain is meant to kind of simulate different like competitive format tables. So like we have tables that simulate the Nova format or the Pro Tabletop format. And you can get really aesthetically pleasing practice terrain. You can get it painted by Jonathan Cuck himself, or you can get it unpainted and do it yourself if you want an exciting hobby project. Either way, be sure to check out our new terrain on Big Bear 3D, and I am so excited to be playing our first game on it today.
Yeah, very exciting. We also have 3D6 Wargaming, which brings to you this beautiful battle border and objectives that we're playing with. If you want to take your objectives and instead of playing with like a 40 mil base or a poker chip style thing, take these neoprene mats. You can get whatever logos you want on them, Art of War, submission stuff, my face, whatever you want. And there's no ambiguity to it. You know exactly how many models on the objective, where you need to stand. It's wonderful. Also has changed my life. This Art of War has been great. So then they also do this battle border where if you take a 72 by 48 table, kind of the 8th edition, 7th previous edition styles of table, and you just cover it up with this battle border, you now have a 60 by 44. It transforms your table, and you can put little cheat sheets so you know the mission stuff, the terrain rules, again, my face, whatever you want on said battle border. If you don't want to take a battle border and put it on your 6x4 though, and you just want a nice 60 by 44, Table War, our other sponsor, just got a brand new set of mats, wave number 2 of their 60 by 44s, and they're running an all-month promotional discount giveaway on their website. There's no promo code or anything. All you have to do is go to Table War, make an account, and you get 15% off your purchase, or 25% off if you're a returning customer. That's why you got to make an account. Super duper simple. Get your mats. They're Nick proof. I've spilled so many things. Steve yells at me, nothing happens. It's awesome.
Hard to argue with that. Next up, we do want to talk about, of course, Obey Alliance. Obey Alliance is a major esports company that is kind of being responsible for bringing Warhammer into the competitive view. We're trying to turn Warhammer 40,000 into an esport. We already know that this is an amazing game with a fantastic community, but we need to show this to Obey Alliance so that they can put more funding in the game and help make this into a major esport. So as you continue to support us, it kind of helps us show to Obey Alliance that Warhammer is a viable esport game. They should be sponsoring it, they should be investing in it because this is just a fantastic game with a fantastic community.
Yep. So I think that just about covers it for our sponsors. Let's go into the game. We're playing mission number 21, right, John?
Correct.
What one is that?
Surround and destroy.
I knew that. I was testing them. That's right. So there's 6 objectives spread around the table in like an inverted diamond style pattern. It's very Dawn of War style deployment.
Let's show this off on the overhead.
Yeah, let's go to the overhead. Very classic 40K right now. You know, I'm deployed on my side. John's deployed on his side. That's pretty much where we're at here. So if you want to just go over my deployment here. It's not mirroring. Oh boy. 1 second, everybody. Technical problems.
Yep. While you're doing that, let me just talk about the secondaries I took real quick. I ended up taking Raise the Banners. That's a bit of an unconventional one. I expect this to be kind of low scoring on the secondary front for both of us, just due to the nature of this game. I took Raise the Banners in the hopes that I could raise the 2 in my deployment zone and hold onto them, and use that to get about maybe 10 points on it, and maybe then I could even get 1 or 2 in the middle by the end of the game, try to get that up, you know, around that 11-12 spot. In addition, I took While We Stand We Fight. I have 3 very durable characters. I usually don't act too sacrificial with my characters, so I'm hoping I'll be able to maintain them for the duration of the game. And then I took Engage on all fronts. I'm expecting to hit the center, but I'm hoping then that I could maybe splinter up my Alaris, spread out a bit, you know, use some of my deep striking units like these Alaris Terminators to get some more points.
Yep, so Siegs, if you could rotate that, please.
What secondaries did you take, Nick?
I chose Raise the Banners as well. I figure I'm going to be trying to push John that way. That's the goal. And there's 2 objectives right here, which I can hold from behind my little thing. He doesn't have too much in reserves, not much redeploy, so ideally I can put the offensive pressure forward and then control these banners. I actually went for domination instead of engage in all fronts here. Engage in all fronts is my usual go-to with Harlequins, but with these 4 objectives being the way they are, I can't really let John hold them and going into his turn, otherwise he's going to rock me away on primary. And they're an easy striking distance from my corner castles, so I figured I should be able to get domination. And this means I don't have to mess around on John's side of the table too much. Finally, I went for While We Stand We Fight. This one sucks because 2 of them are Star Weavers. But the reason I went for it despite that is because if I'm taking the Raise the Banners domination style, I'm not throwing my army into the trash can this game, which is something I typically do. So I think I can be a little bit more conservative and maybe try to keep these guys alive. So over here, we just got 3 Star Weavers. 1 of them is empty. 2 of them have troops. 1 of them has the Super Troupe Master, bringing in 9 troops with embraces, and then 5 Sky Weavers out here, and then basically nothing over in the middle. And then on this side, very similar, another Troupe Master and Star Weaver, 5 troops and Star Weavers, so 2 units and Shadowseers hiding out, another 9-man with Kisses, 2-man Sky Weaver, and a 5-man Sky Weaver.
Yep.
So,
and which of these are your While We Stand We Fights?
well, that's a great question. We're going to say the Shadowseer because it has to be, and then the empty one, and this one right here.
All right, so we'll have to keep track of those to make sure that those are the ones I'm trying to kill.
I'll even put these little green dice on them so we can always tell.
All right. And real quick, let's go over my deployment. All right, so real quick, I just deployed it right behind this ruin on my right flank with 2 of my Custodian Guard squads. I've got 4 Storm Shields on those 6 guys, as well as a Shield Captain, hoping to raise a banner quickly and then defend it from Mr. Nick's advances. Up next, I've got 5 Aquilon Terminators stretched out across my deployment zone, as well as this Vexilla. This may look a little unconventional, but the reason I've done it is that Vexilla has the Castellan's Mark, which allows himself and a unit within 6 inches to redeploy after we know who's going first. So that Vexilla is within 6 inches of these 6 Venatari here, meaning that depending on if I go first or second, I can either deploy these Venatari more aggressively, or maybe take these Terminators and put them a little more defensively. Next up, I have the big man Trajan Valoris himself, sitting behind these Venatari, and I have 1 more unit of Custodian Guard babysitting this objective. I do have some reserves. I put 5 Alaris Terminators, all with Guardian Spears, off the table in Deep Strike. They'll be coming in, perhaps near my my Vexilla Teleport Hammer.
All right, so if you want to just set that down somewhere and then go over here on 12th first turn.
All right, let's do it. Good luck, Mr. Nick.
Over here. Okay, we don't have to. See if you can get that landscape going.
All right, I have a Warp Fire.
I got a 2!
Nick has a 2. The streak continues of Nick not being able to win the initial roll-off.
It's interesting that that's correlated to my win rate.
Good luck, Nick.
You too, John.
All right, so I think what I'm actually going to do here is I think I'm actually going to go ahead and take the first turn. I'm not going to do much damage here, but the thing is that if I go second, I'm not doing much damage on my turn 1 or my turn 2.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go ahead and take the turn now, try to get some banners raised before Nick comes to try to contest them.
When we're just talking. Okay, so yeah, go first, John. You do your thing. Good luck, my friend.
All right, good luck to you.
You're going to go up to 10 CP. I got that.
And now that I know I'm going first, we do actually both have redeploys. I know I'm going to be using one because it's a relic. Are you going to be redeploying anything?
No.
All right, then I don't need to roll off with Nick. We know that I'm the only one going here. All right, so I really just need to decide which flank I really want to pressure. He put both of his while we stand, we fights on this flank, so I may actually shift over that way.
Tank Roberts just cheered 5 things to us.
That's pounds, Nick.
That's pounds. 5 pounds. I was going to say euros, but I was like, that's wrong. 5 pounds to us. Appreciate you, Tank.
And that's a tip for Nick's epic shirt. Keep up the good work, fellas.
Excellent. I put on the boats today. I was feeling it. I was like, you know what? We're going to wear some boats on our shirt today.
All right, so I'm just redeploying this Terminator unit right over here, and then the Vexilla will also redeploy. He's just going to be inside this ruin, but he'll be coming out very soon. Really, I want to just overload one of these 2 flanks. And then you have 2 Troupe Masters, right?
We have 2 Troupe
Which
Masters.
one is the one that doesn't...
Super one is all the way over here.
Yep, I think I'm going to go a little bit farther away from that gentleman because I'm not a big fan of his. And we're just going to put this unit right on the line
Very
here.
clever. I put my Super Troupe Master across the big Terminator blob because I wanted to kill him. And
I have no interest in that.
I thought Imperium Custodes weren't supposed to be scared. What is going on there?
All right, so we're just going to start off by advancing. I'm not going to be firing any shots turn 1.
Yep.
This Terminator squad is going to advance. A humble 1 is not particularly speedy.
Humble
It's
one?
actually going to
Not
leave
even
me
gonna make that
just short
objective?
of the objective.
Is that a CP?
You know, I don't really want to re-roll that, if I'm being honest with you. I think we're actually just going to keep that as is.
Keep the 7. I like it.
Even if I put 1 model on, it would not be that hard for Nick to come contest it. But there's also some value in forcing him to. Even so, I'm going to save the command points for my defensive buffs. And we're going to maybe use that command
These
point a little bit
Custodes
later.
are running scared. That's what I'm hearing. Defensive buffs, defensive redeploys. These are not the Imperium's finest. These are the Imperium's smelliest.
All right, and we are just moving up this unit right here of Custodian Guard. And we're just going to go ahead and deploy a banner on this objective here.
Excellent. Oh, we can even use dice
I'll advance
for
this one.
banners.
And Trajan is rocking up. No problem here. Trajan's right onto that objective.
Which banner are you using, John?
Oh, I am using the Vexilla Imperius, which is a 6-inch aura of +1 attack, which is going to be very useful, I predict. Pushing that. We'll actually advance the Vexilla. Another 1, he's not going too far. He'll just stick right out there.
Also, just a reminder for everyone, we are still fairly new to this landscape camera angle and all this other stuff. If you want to see more of it or less of it, or if you just have some feedback, please feel free to post it in the chat. And also the music. We are experimenting with no elevator music today since we've gotten a lot of mixed reviews on our elevator music. If you guys want us to bring the elevator music back, or if you want us to keep it off, please give us your feedback so we can make this viewing as best as possible for you. Look at these. Is that 1 unit of 6?
This is 2 units of 3, 3 in front, 3 in the back. We're not doing anything crazy, just raising another banner here.
All right.
And I'll go ahead and put another blue dice on it to show that I have raised this banner. I'm not really trying to push out here, but I think I'll actually advance 1 unit a little bit closer. It's just going to be inside this ruin. It's touching it. It can be seen. I don't really mind. I've got a pretty good save. I just want to be a little bit closer to this center objective here because Nick took domination, and if he's going to move on to that, then he's going to have to get kind of into my charge range to do so, and I'm actually pretty okay with that. If Nick wants to try to get those domination points, he may be getting slapped by my Custodes.
Oh no.
All right, and this Venator unit's actually just going to hold still, and I think that will be it for my turn. The Venatari are pretty comfortable where they're at. I don't feel the need to expose them. They're one of my more valuable assets, and I don't want to risk them just yet.
That's all you're gonna do?
That's all I'm going to do.
All right. Well, that means I'm going to go up to 10 CP into my turn. John's going to score no points for domination or raise the banners. That's
Correct.
Engagement. No points there either. All right.
No points on engage on all fronts yet. I'm expecting to get that maybe more in the later turns. Not looking to get 15 on any of my secondaries here, just looking for a solid score. And I'd really like to outmuscle Nick on the primary.
Well, I'm looking to kill John. So we're gonna throw some stuff around the table here. I'd like to get domination. Do I want to get domination now, or do I want to wait it out? Because John didn't score anything on engagement off front, so if I get domination, I could get ahead on the primary score, or I can get ahead on the secondary score, or I don't sacrifice units, because it'd be putting 2 bikes here, which are just going to die. That's that. And it would be putting something here. I don't want to use one of my Wowie stand boats, so that's something as well. I could put the 5-man bikes over here, but that's a little premature, I think. So I either could go for it or don't go for it. In any case, my large troop units are going to raise banners here and here. I might have to move them in a second to do it, but that's no problem. So we'll get some banners going. I think we're going to get the Super Fang Master out of the transport. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to get it out. And we're going to take this boat, and we're going to move it up. Just tag that objective. I don't want to get shot by those Quillon Terminators, so we're going to use this ruin as best we can. And be as far as possible from these dudes. So if they do want to charge, it's a little tougher. So right now we are looking at a more than 14. So John would have to roll an 8 on that charge. I am good with that. Especially because then I can put OBSEC onto this objective going into my turn, assuming he kills me in the combat phase with maybe an emergency disembark. So that should be good. The Super Fang Master will get out and then move after it's done because he's got the Skystride Warlord trait. Some troops just gonna pop out here. Skyweaver's sneaking on up. All right. Then, since we already kind of committed to that play, I could do the same thing here, but I think that could get me into trouble. There's a lot of OBSEC Terminators around the wall, so let's just bring this 2-man up. Nice and chill. And get that domination going. No reason to get too aggressive right now. I think we're all right. So that's going to be it for my movement, to be honest. We might actually sneak the Shadowseer a little bit closer just so that she can provide that -6 inch range onto these 2 bikes in case that matters and still be on that objective. There we go. All right, so that's going to be it for my side of the things. If there's any shooting to do, I have these 2 Skyweavers, any Psychics. I can do -1 to hit. Don't think any of that really makes a difference. So I'll just do 2 Skyweavers. We're going to shoot these Terminators. Maybe I'll accomplish something. We got 8 shots. And 4 hits. And 2 wounds, AP -1.
2 wounds, AP -1. I've got 2 3-ups for you. I do make both of them.
And the boxcars.
There we go.
Then I guess we'll do this. Starweaver is going to shoot those 3 lowers troops on top of the ruin. We got 3 hits and 1 armor save.
All right, I'll just take it on the normal sword or the spear, and it is a 1, so it does wound one of them.
Yay! Progress. All right, that's pretty much it for my turn. Very eventful turn 1. I'm gonna be 10 CP. So John's actually going to go to 11 command points going into turn 2.
And that will give me a healthy 10 on primary.
A healthy 10 on primary. I think it's going to be a 10-10 kind of game for a while. No big deal there. He's going to get 2 points on banners, and that's going to be it.
Yep. And we should also mention that I got the 2 on banners. So I just need to decide how aggressive I want to be. I can see that we've got these 2 Skyweaver bikes up here. I'm pretty confident I can kill these just by walking up with that Terminator squad. Frankly, a charge would most likely do it.
We got a question, Seeks?
We've got a $5 donation from Bill Gross, who was asking for animal noises. He wanted me to gobble, gobble, gobble on here as a turkey.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Seeks, $5 to gobble, gobble, gobble. I want to hear it.
Gobble, 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 Nick.
I don't. That was the worst gobble I've ever heard in my entire life.
Nick, why don't you show him how it's done?
Yeah, show him how it's done.
Wow,
That's how it's done.
no, that's
a gobble.
I can't top that,
You're
folks.
much
There's
more
no way.
tricky than me, Nick.
All right, so I don't actually need to try to kill Nick off of both of these objectives, because if I hold one of them, that means that he'll hold two, and he won't hold more than me. So I'm not really going to try to push to all sides here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get John to spread himself out too thin. Custodes are too elite to spread out and too slow to recover from spreading out should they get themselves out of position. So very good on John not taking the bait there. But I got a nice little lead on domination, which I forgot to put in the scores. If you could put that on, Teeks.
What was that?
3 points for domination. Thank you.
Yep. The big man Trajan just popping up. Don't think I'll have any trouble taking out these Skyweavers, and even if I don't kill them, well, it's okay because I can still hold the objective. I'm Custodes.
They don't really matter in the slightest.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure they're dead.
Yes, one would hope so. And he's just going to scoot around here just to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what else I'm going to do with this? I think we'll go ahead and have the Vexilla. We'll actually have... no, I can't raise a banner on this one because Nick has models on it.
Yep.
So nothing going down there then. I think we'll just get right into the shooting action.
You want to move anything over there?
Honestly, I don't think I'm going to. I could try to get a charge for engage on all fronts, but I should be able to get 2 points on it by charging these Terminators in. And I don't really want to expose a unit just to get hit. But let me just see. If I did...
It's an 8-inch charge.
Yeah, I don't really think it's worth it, frankly. I may actually, now that I've decided that this isn't going to be my play, I think the captain will probably just poke his spear around here just to get some shots off, because that I don't have a reduced range.
Yep.
Into that.
Makes perfect sense to me.
These will step right here, stay within 3 inches, and then I think I'm actually going to pull this squad back.
What's the thought on that?
I'm content to, because I'm really making a push only on one side of the board here, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel the need to be aggressive into the rest of it, so we'll just step everyone back.
That makes sense to
No
me.
problem at all. Yeah, no need to be aggressive whatsoever. All right, we'll shuffle both squads.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of intermixed right now. And we're good to go.
As an authority on the subject, that gobble is acceptable. Also gives us a twirl of those epic America shirts. I got you. I got you on these America shorts. Let's get that overhead going.
All right. So now I think I'm actually not even
Showing
going
off
to.
my butt over
Oh,
here.
that's
Give
not
me a
good.
minute. That's what you get.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and actually askew my shooting and go directly into the charge phase. I'm pretty confident I can kill these Skyweavers in combat, and I want to use this charge just to get my engage on all fronts points. So we're going to go ahead and charge the Aquilon Terminators into these Skyweavers.
Yep.
6 is plenty since I'm about 2 inches away.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. These people think they're people. They're not people.
They're Custodes.
Not people.
That's
Are
not
they
being
gentlemen,
mean
Nick?
here. They're absolutely
Debatably. Debatably. We'll see how gentle they are in about 30 seconds.
Are they as much gentlemen as my Tomb Blades?
No. Tomb Blades are certainly not gentle.
And then I think we'll just charge... I don't actually think I'm going to charge Trajan. I think I'll just pile and consolidate to get the unit on this side of the line. I think I'll...
This is for engaging all fronts, he's thinking here.
No, we'll actually charge Trajan now.
Trajan's coming in hot. A little dangerous.
Yeah, he's just going to go right there. It'll be more easy to wrap him with the Terminators now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to have to risk things. So we'll be content with that.
Yep.
All right. And then I'll just pile in. We'll do the Aquilons first, because I'm pretty sure they're going to get it done by
They
themselves.
think they're going to get it done by themselves. What do these
Yep.
people think they
He's
are?
going to come right up here. 3 inches up. He's going to go just inside of this wall. And he'll come up within half an inch of him.
Yep.
All right, so that should be all 5 swinging.
All right.
And I haven't based Nick yet because I want to be able to consolidate and get around the side. So each of these Terminators has 4 attacks base, but they're going to go to 5 thanks to the Vexilla Imperius. And that's going to put us at 25 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding and rerolling 1s, wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Sounds like some shiznaz.
And just to make sure, folks, I do have exploding 6s to hit because of my all-seeing Annihilator.
He doesn't see nothing. Annihilates
All right,
nothing.
so we've got a healthy 27 hits here. Again, we're wounded on 2s, we're rolling 1s. This should be plenty of overkill. We're just making sure. And I'll reroll these ones again because of wonderful Trajan.
Yep.
All right, 26 invulns on that unit.
26 invulns. It's not even hard.
Not even that hard, folks.
Not even hard. I'm gonna channel my inner Arista Seagull.
No.
Alright, I made about half.
About half sounds right. All right, and then we're just going to consolidate a little bit forward.
Yep.
Just making sure that I'm entirely on the other side of this here. Just getting the engaged in all fronts points, and then Trajan will come consolidate into that little pocket.
Pockets. Pockets and...
And we are still within 3 of the Vexilla.
Don't want to get him shot in the face.
No, he's good.
I don't really have guns, but... You know.
you never want to risk it. All right, and that's actually going to do it for my turn as well.
All right, John, if you want to handle the scoreboard over there while
Absolutely.
I do my stings. I'm going to go up to 11 command points.
Yep. And Nick will also get a 10 on primary there.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Hellstorm Denny in the chat donating £5. Quick push-up challenge. Come on, lads. Who can do the most?
Oh, we already did a drunken push-up challenge, and I don't remember much of it, but I'm pretty sure I won.
I'm pretty sure Nick didn't win and was embarrassed.
No.
But I'm surprised he's bringing it up.
That doesn't sound like me.
But maybe after the stream we can get a push-up challenge going.
So I've got some opportunities here. I really would like to keep contesting objectives and maybe trap this Vexilla man. So I think we're going to spend a command point to advance this troop unit forward down to 10. So we're going to go an auto 14 inches with this troop unit. And we're going to try to get some stuff happening here. The goal here is we're gonna trap that Vexilla so he can't do a Terminator bomb on my face, and we're gonna steal John's objective and make him a sad panda. We might even try to hurt something. But let's not get crazy, because John does have the strat to ignore AP, so I don't want to put too much resources into this KISS unit, which is only AP 1. But you never know.
You know, I think that Nick is maybe being optimistic about what trapping Custodes means. You're trapped in here with me.
I am not trapped in here with you. This is not the way that works.
All right. We shall see, folks. We shall see. This one may end up biting Mr. Nick in the butt. We will find out together.
No. I don't have a butt.
Okay. So you think coming out here to take on the Custodes head-on is the play? You think you can put enough force in to take out that unit?
No, not at all. I'm gonna not even scratch this unit. But I'm gonna use janky Nick tricks to come out ahead.
Ooh, janky Nick tricks.
That's what we do here.
You do love to see that one, folks.
I don't even know if I'm gonna get my Troupe Master out. I feel like reroll ones to wound doesn't even help, but we might. I don't want him to die for no reason.
Oh, what makes you think I would do that?
It's a very John Lennon thing to do, to be honest. We might advance the Star Weaver. Do I get the troops out before I advance that Star Weaver? Probably, because I think that those troops are going to die horribly. Horrendous death. So we're going to get a couple troops out here. And they're just going to meander.
And now what are you thinking of doing with that Star Weaver?
I think it's going to fly forward and be used as my Soaring spike fodder for my strat, which is awesome.
Ah, so you can consolidate towards it after you've already made some of your plays.
And that means I won't get retaliation detect.
Very nice.
And that should be good. So we will go over yonder. 16 could clear. Am I afraid of this Overwatch, theoretically?
It could hurt, yes.
We'll cross that bridge as we come to it. Maybe I'll pass Twilight Pathways and it won't be an issue. Yep, so Shadow Weaver's good. We're going to leave this one right here. These bikes are going to sneak on forward a bit.
Okay.
What are you doing? Writing a model. Okay. So bikes sneak in. Shadowseer doing sneaky things. All right. Over here, I don't really think I need to do too much. This is a perfectly fine section of the board. I'll just sneak on up a little bit here. John can contest it with his shield captain at pretty much any moment.
It is definitely something I'm capable of doing.
But I'd like to kill said shield captain if he tries, so I'm alright with that.
It's a bold venture, folks. Killing a shield captain is not as easy as you think.
And what captain commander trait do you have here, John?
He is an unstoppable destroyer, which means that, one, he's unstoppable. Two, I'm going to destroy Nick if he comes at me. But actually, I am able to consolidate an additional, pile in and consolidate additional D3. And I have a lot more flexibility in where I go. I can pile in towards any enemy model instead of the closest, and I can consolidate in any direction, which is really wonderful because it lets me launch some quick raiding attacks and then get right out of combat.
This one is going to fly on over here. Threaten some different angles against these Custodes.
Mm-hmm.
I think that should be good. And this is a while we stand we fight, so it is...
Ooh, that is actually tempting for me to come out and...
You know, maybe we don't do that.
Okay.
That's a great point. Okay, we don't do that.
All right. Nick is being more patient and reserved with his secondary points. Totally understand it.
Yep, that's what we do here. We hide.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to bring these ones out, though. I think they're minding too much time. Just go over here.
All right, so some Skyweaver bikes.
Skyweavers behind the forest. They're like really annoying to charge or shoot at. They're not going to do too much, but I'm trying to get them into a better position for the future.
Of course.
And they're outside of 30 of those Ventari, so they're not getting shot in the face. And this dude is going to get into... He's going to advance.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's actually this way. He's going to try to get into this spell right here. So he's helping out his friends again.
Alrighty.
All right. So that's going to be it for my movement phase.
Okay.
Actually, this squad's just going to sneak on up here, get real close.
I love it.
In front of it. And then that's going to be it for my movement phase. Okay. Let's do some psychics. We will do -1 to hit onto this large unit, which passes on a 6. No, it fails on a 7.
Okay.
It's a 7.
So needs a 7?
Needs a 7. They are going to Twilight Pathways, which passes on a 7.
Now let me see if I want to deny this. I could spend the command points to deny this spell. I think I actually have 11 here. I think I'm actually going to spend 1 and roll to deny this.
Yeah.
Just see. Yeah, I can deny that, no problem at all. So here we go. This is my deny the witch roll.
Yep.
And on an 8, I do deny the spell. No Twilight Pathways for Nick. I'll take it. That does put me down back to 10 command points. But I still feel pretty good about that since I didn't spend any in my first 2 turns.
Yeah.
I don't know what tricks Nick had planned, but I don't want to see where that troop unit could go. I'd rather deal with it right in front of me where it is.
Makes sense to me. So these Skyweavers, touch the forest, are going to shoot this Terminator Man. 8, 13, 15, 17 shots.
Yep, I'm not going to use any strats here. He doesn't have any rerolls. And also, I'm already in cover, so I'm going to have a Troupe save against his AP1. Not too concerned about it. So wounding on 5s here.
Wounding on 5. And then we got 5 saves.
All right, so I've got 5 2-up armors. I'll take it on a model in cover.
Yep.
And I don't fail any, so we are good to go.
All right. Then we got this Starweaver. Not too much for it to really bother with, but it'll just pot shots into Terminators. We got 3 hits.
All right.
And 1 armor save.
1 armor save, so 1 more 2-up for me. And on a 3, I do make that as well.
Nice, nice, nice. Well, let's go to that charge phase, because we're about done here.
All right.
And go to that Gimbal Siegs. All right. The Starweaver is going to... Let's see what I can do. If I go like that, that would work.
Now, what is your thought process here?
I was thinking if I want to do the John Lennon Classic, which we teach in the War Room all the time, where the Starweaver charges both here, and then, assuming it gets to activate piles and consolidates this way towards the Vexilla, because that's the closer model, unengaging these Terminators. Now, it does leave me a little bit open to an interrupt, but do I want these troops to eat the brunt of this Overwatch? And they reroll all hit rolls?
No.
No, no.
I have a 1 CP Overwatch on 5s.
Yeah, 1 CP Overwatch 5s. It's 20 shots?
20 shots.
I'm -1 to wound. You're running on 4s. This really shouldn't do that much, and I don't need that many models coming in, so I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to declare a charge onto the Terminators, and I could declare Trajan, but that requires I roll a little bit higher, so I'm just going to do the Terminators and call it a day.
All right. And now, real quick, before you make that decision, I am going to double check something real quick.
Yeah.
I want to see if that stratagem to double my number of shots can be used in Overwatch.
Oh,
because that is 1 CP, and I think that might change your mind.
That might change my mind, for sure. For sure.
So just to confirm, folks, that is in the shooting phase. So I will not be using that stratagem.
So would you like to Overwatch?
So it would be 5 attacks. If I spent the 2 command points, it would be 20 shots. I would hit on 5s, rolling 1s. Realistically, just doing the math in my head real quick, I'd probably get about 7 hits, maybe 8, and then probably 4 wounds. Maybe he fails 2 invulns. I don't think 2 command points is worth killing 2 troops. And there's always the opportunity that this spikes in the bad direction. So we're just going to go ahead and let Nick declare the charge. So you're just charging this Terminator unit.
Just Terminators.
Let's see it.
All right. We're going to go 9 inches.
9
all
inches.
Day.
All right.
So we're going to go over here. We go through models.
Mm-hmm.
Because rules.
Absolutely.
The whole point here is we're going to engage the Terminators and then consolidate towards the Star Weaver. We'll even base you a bunch, so there's no shenanigans.
Now, I should encourage Nick to note that if he bases me with any models, he will no longer be eligible to consolidate, and this play won't work.
No, because I can consolidate.
Nope.
Towards,
You cannot consolidate whatsoever. That
I
actually
base?
overrules Unstoppable Destroyer as
Oh,
well
you're right.
as
Okay.
all of these other
Thanks, John.
exceptions.
I'm not going to base you. Let's follow rules.
Awesome.
And that means if Trajan consolidates Inri with Heroic, I'm vulnerable to that?
Yep.
All right, so we're going to have to stay away from him as well.
Yep.
Okay, good to know. In that case, we might have had to declare him, but we'll see where we go.
Things do matter, folks.
That's okay. We'll just go over here. Not base Trajan, not get near him, and then we'll consolidate towards the objective with our Soaring Spite strat in just a moment. So 9 inches is plenty.
Mm-hmm.
Two.
It's going to be interesting to see. I'm guessing Nick is planning to make this happen by swinging on the Terminators and then consolidating towards the transport and not being within an inch of any of my models. I'm guessing that's Nick's plan.
That's the plan. So now the transport is going to charge just the Vexilla.
Okay.
And 9, and we'll put it over here and we'll base you so you're not doing anything weird.
Sure thing.
That'll give up plenty of space
Okay.
for me to put my troops. And then we'll activate the troops first.
Well, now let me check because I can still heroically intervene with Trajan.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to get anywhere.
But I can move.
Not if you can't get within close enough.
I don't have to end within an inch.
You
I just have
move
to end
inches.
closer to the closest enemy model.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just a rule.
Yeah, that's just how heroic intervention works.
You
As
just
always, folks, I don't have to end within an inch of you to do this.
So whenever someone declares a charge, I'm just going to move a character somewhere on the game.
If they're within if they're within range to heroic.
Let's check the rulebook on that.
Okay, we'll go ahead and bring it up now, folks.
Because then I can also just go a little bit further. But I didn't think that's how that worked, because that seems a little silly. I mean, like, it's right there, just not within 3 inches.
Yes. Nick trying to school me on heroic interventions. I should have made this one a bet, folks. All right.
Your opponent can now select an eligible character unit from their army to perform a heroic intervention. If you want to get a camera on me reading C, because I think that would be a good idea.
Yep.
An eligible character unit is one that is not within engage range of an enemy unit, but is within 3 inches horizontally and 5 inches vertically of an enemy unit. That's good. After they have finished performing a heroic intervention, they can select another character to do so, blah, blah, blah. No unit can perform more than one, blah, blah, blah. Select one character unit to perform a heroic intervention. Cannot put fear, must be within 3. But, oh, here it is, performing. Move. Yep, you be right.
Okay.
Nick really wanted the landscape camera because he wanted to emphasize that he does in fact read.
I do, in fact.
There's
read.
proof
You
now
just
on
saw
the
it.
internet.
Yep.
You just saw it. It happened. You do anything funky, John?
Yeah, I'm going to move Trajan.
Okay.
Now, I just need to make sure that I am closer to the closest enemy model.
Yep.
So let's just figure out who that is. Should be this troop right here. And then I'm right at 3 inches. So the question is, could a 3-inch move get me around this transport and then closer to that troop, or around my own model? So I need to put him right here. So we're just going to make sure that this is less than a 3-inch move, which looks like it's just a little bit over 3 inches.
It's like a 4-inch move.
Yep, so he's not going to be doing much here. So he's just going to shuffle a little bit around that side.
You guys are getting quite the treat. This is some war room tactics over here.
War room tactics over here.
We do teach these tactics literally every week in the war room, where we
Yep.
teach additional string games and have 7 classes per week on various different factions and high-level 40k pile-ins, consolidates, and strategy. So if you want to, learn how to teach the war room stuff, Gimbal, please. Thank you, Siegs. We are getting the hang of this slowly but surely. They're gonna pile in and activate.
Now, as you can see here, me actually heroically intervening with Trajan didn't really change anything. What it mostly did was make Nick change how he was going to approach this this play that he's attempting. The play should work as he wants it to in this case, but if he had maybe made some mistakes, or if I hadn't clarified to him how this was intended to work, maybe Nick would mess that up and I would be able to catch him at a tournament. But in this case, you know, letting Nick know the full extent of my rules when he very clearly was missing out on that, I think was pretty important.
Yeah, I should know the heroic intervention rules.
Yep.
Those are pretty useful. All right, let's go to that landscape and roll it up.
All right, so what kind of weapons does this unit have?
They have a bunch of kisses.
Sure.
So it's AP1 and D3 damage.
All right, so, and what's their strength?
Their strength 4.
Okay, and right now, correct me if I'm wrong, they don't have any rerolls.
Correct.
I'm gonna spend 1 CP to ignore the AP of this. That'll drop me down to 9.
Yep.
I want to just be taking 2 up saves against this, but that'll do it for me.
Yep. I didn't expect this to do much damage. This unit just isn't good against John's army, unfortunately, being that it's designed to kill like lighter characters with a D3 damage and AP1. Custodies are not that, so that's why I didn't put any resources in this. I'm just using them for what they are, obsec fast bodies.
Yep.
So I'm 5s to wounds. We got 3 out of like 20 wounds.
Okay.
It's a good thing that didn't matter to me.
So I've got 2 up saves against this. I do make all of them, no problem.
Right. And we're going to spend a command point here, go down to 9, and we're going to consolidate 6 inches towards our nearest transport, which is this Star Weaver right here. See if you can go that gimbal for me real quick. Thank you. So we are going to actually go 6 inches and end up closer to the transport. And on the objective outside of engagement range of the Terminator, so they won't be able to activate. Just like that. That. And that. And we're actually going to try to trap this Vexilla into close combat as well. She can attack on me, but now she's not moving, the Vexilla.
Yep.
And that's a really big deal because that thing can drop a bomb of Terminators on my head next turn.
Now, I could always just Desperate Breakout and still drop them.
But that's 2 CP and they're not advancing at the least.
Correct. All right.
So you can swing back with your 1 Vex. Oh, I got my Star Weaver, I guess. Who's got 2 hits and 1 wound. 2 wounds? 1 wound? Something like that.
All right, I do make the 2 up.
Yep.
And we are good to go. All right, so my Vexilla is normally 4 attacks base, but he has a Misericordia and he's within his own range. So we'll actually...
The 2 normal guys I forgot to roll if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, sure, please.
Thanks. They're going to kill 3 Terminators.
I hope not.
2 armor saves. It is
And we're good to go.
as much as the kisses.
All right, so we're going to swing now on this this unit here.
Yep, they're -1 to hit. No, that failed.
Yeah, that failed. All right, so here we go. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling my 1s is actually going to be 6 hits because that 6 is exploding. Beautiful. And then we're wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. That's going to be 6 wounds on this Harlequin unit.
Ooh, that was more painful than I would have liked. I lose 3, which...
Nick has to both try to outnumber me.
So it looks like John has 1, 2, 3...
4.
He's supposed to be on 4 models on the objective. I have the Star Weaver and 4 troops right there. So there should be no problem. I want to hold it for domination for 5. So 1, 2... coherency might become an issue here, so we're probably not going to end up trapping him. I'll leave this one alive in that case and just pull this one.
But at the very least, you are stopping me from advancing, which will limit the range of that little teleport bomb that you mentioned.
Yes, that is the goal here. All right, so that's going to be it. I'm going to score another 3 on domination.
You do owe me a morale check.
I do. You killed 3 on leadership 8. I could fail on a 6. I don't.
Not quite. We tried, folks.
So John's at 9 CP. I'm at 9 CP. Right back down to where we started. John's going to score 10 points on primary again, and I'm going to go 2 more points on banners. Or no, not 2 more points. 3 more points on domination. John's getting 2 more points on banners. And that's going to be it. All right, John, it is your turn.
All right, so I'm going to get another 10 points on primary, which I'm pretty okay with. Didn't take any damage yet, which is very nice. Now it's looking at, and because this Aquilon Terminator unit is just not in combat, they can just advance, they can just walk and charge into Nick's army here. So I'm actually, I actually can't fail the charge into this Shadowseer right here. So I'm just gonna go try to scoop up Nick Psyker and hit this Skyweaver unit. Try to deny Nick some points here on objectives.
Yep.
Alrighty, so let's, so I get 2 points on Raise the Banners.
Yep.
And now the question is, do I want to bring out...
Before you make any too exhausted plans, the Domino Shroud is on the Shadowseer. So
oh, you did take, you switched to the Domino Shroud. Okay. Yeah, alright.
Yep. So, the Domino
Even so,
Shroud...
making him spend that play would still be pretty useful.
John goes up to 10 CP. So the Domino Shroud, for those who don't know, is a once per game relic that I love. It's one of my favorite relics in Harlequins. Basically, at the start of any phase, you can take your character and pick it up and put it 12 inches anywhere else. So if John declares a charge on my Shadowseer, she is just gonna leap right on out of there. Or if John, I can be very aggressive with her and then teleport back to safety in the following turn. There's a lot of tricks, and then that also sets up plays for future turns later on. So while I did expose this portion of my army, and John can punish me fairly hard for that, I don't necessarily mind, per se, because the Shadowseer will run back to safety.
Yep. So right now I only have one Terminator who's going to be able to see the Shadowseer, because I'm sure that the Shadowseer is not meant to be touching the wall.
No, no.
And Nick, we did have a question for you. Why the switch back from Frozen Stars to more Soaring Spite?
If I'm being 1,000% honest with you, it's because I don't have all the troops I want painted to run the Frozen Stars list, and I had this painted, so we just ran with this.
Now, with Obscuring Terrain, if one of my models touches it, only that model can see through. All right, so I would only have one that would be able to see that Shadowseer. But I think that is still worth it, even though I'm unlikely to kill it here.
Is it possible? Are you multi-damage?
I am 8 shots.
Oh, you have 8 shots.
If I spend a command point, which is not out of the question. All right, so here we go. And now I just want to kind of make some decisions on what I'm looking at shooting. I do want to bring this Venator unit a little bit closer, so I may just use them to try to clear this out. This transport is empty, correct?
That one's empty.
Okay. So I may come just a little bit closer to mess around with that. What I also could do is bring up this Bike Captain to see what kind of damage he might be able to deal, or he could just come contest this objective by himself.
Yes, he doesn't even have to. If he kills me, he probably doesn't contest it, so he wants to not kill me.
Yep.
Which he can just choose to do, stand near me. Or,
Yep, I can just walk up. I mean, he's certainly fast enough.
He's obsec, so it'll become his. But that is a thing.
Especially because I'm looking at hitting Nick's home objective, I really want to kind of get that advantage.
Yeah, makes perfect sense to me.
All right, and there's only 5 troops left, so again, I'm pretty confident I'll be able to deal this damage. We're gonna go ahead and move this Vexilla right here.
Yep. So he's coming.
And I could potentially do my teleport Homer strike right here to have 2 units with options to charge into Nick's backfield and really take over that objective.
Yeah.
I could also just deep strike 9 inches away, frankly, and just shoot.
Do stuff, yeah.
Yep.
More Perry style?
He's inside the transport.
Okay.
My strategy is not to kill John this game. His armies are frankly just too tough in a way, but I am trying to run away with the scoreboard. And if John exposes himself or separates himself a little bit, I can then try to win from there.
We're going to advance this first squad. One, they're going to hold still. We'll advance the second squad.
Yep.
There we go. So one of the 2 got the 5 necessary to move onto that objective.
Nice.
You can just, that's over the objective, right?
Doesn't look like it actually, but
Oh, hold on. I think this guy may be closer.
Here, why don't I just move the ruin?
Oh yeah, that's easier. Let's lift that up.
I need an 11.
Oh,
it's just
short. All right, so it looks like I'll be staying relatively still on this one. All right, so we'll use these advance rolls to just edge a little bit closer, and I'll kind of move the rest of my army before I decide if this captain wants to move out.
Yep.
Again, it's just looking at how much damage could I cause, which is always an important question to ask yourself.
Hopefully not much.
Oh, I think there will be much. I think I might actually bring in this Terminator squad here.
Oh, and try to do some work.
Try to just get some work off with shooting, try to shoot open this transport, and then charge the Troupe Master with the Bike Captain. See if I can just knock him out immediately.
Yeah, that could be really annoying.
We've got so many options here. But what I really also want to do is just knock out this side of Nick's army as quickly as I can.
Yeah, it's hard to get plays going on multiple fronts against Harlequins because they have such powerful mid-combat strats to leave and interrupt and do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to do too much at once. That's a very real problem that can happen.
Right.
All right, this Venator unit is stepping up to right here, hoping to see how much damage they can get done. I'm not going to really be using many strats here, just looking to put a little extra firepower, kill this transport, have more models to charge into those Harlequins and knock them out.
Yep.
Really just want them dead and gone.
Dead and gone.
And now this is my turn 3, so that the Terminator squad is going to come down. So I'm going to kind of look at it, pre-place it where it could go. I think I'm actually going to just try to overload this side rather than split my forces up and get hit by too much. Actually, the other troop squad over there, what melee weapons do they have?
They have embraces. They're AP3.
AP3, but their strength
4.
And their damage is 1.
Yes.
But he could make that damage too, which would be pretty annoying, and I'd have to spend some command points to maybe try to shut off those rerolls. Alrighty, so
So you're thinking of going on the far flank or overloading here?
I think I'm going to try to overload here, actually.
Yeah. This is a tough spot for John. Not like tough like it's difficult, but tough because it's a very impactful decision. Basically, he's deciding where the game is going to be played.
So I'm just measuring the 9 inches out to see what it would look like. I do definitely have the opportunity to go for this spot if I choose to.
Certainly not a bad spot.
Certainly not a bad spot to be. What's the strength of the Troupe Master with a Fang?
Strength 5.
Strength 5? Okay. So if I bring them down, it would be right around here, and it would be a very long charge into these Skyweavers, although I would just be able to shoot them.
Yep.
And this is just a normal 9-inch deployment. I actually think I'm going to end up taking this spot rather than the Vexilla Teleport Homer. I'll keep that that free C command point stratagem from Trajan. Actually, honestly, they're not going to fit. So we're going to go ahead and use the Vexilla Teleport Homer now.
Yep.
And we're going to bring them in 3 inches away from this Harlequin Troupes unit.
Trajan's using his ability to make this free.
Yep, we're going to go ahead and make this cost 0 command points.
Nice.
So just need to wholly be within 6 inches of...
Wholly within 6 of the Vexilla, and not within 3 inches of those troops right there.
Yep.
Which shouldn't be too difficult. Those troops were doing a lot of things for me at once. They were stealing that objective, getting me domination, preventing John from raising the banners, and blocking a powerful Vexilla. It's a pretty tame Vexilla as far as the strat's concerned. So it's a big sacrifice on my part, but honestly, the kisses don't do much in this match, so I was okay making that trade.
Yeah, and with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and bring up this Bite Captain.
Right. Now, technically, you do have to bring in reinforcements before this, but of course, John could just pre-measure and pre-plan.
Yep.
It's no big deal. That's all right.
Perfect. All right, there we go.
All right.
So what we'll do next then is we're just going to look at how we want to start with the shooting. So we're just going to start off by putting all of these Venatari into the transport right in front of me.
Yeah.
And we're not going to spend any command points here because I think I can just knock it out without it, frankly.
Oh, that's ambitious.
We'll see. So we're hitting on 3s.
-1.
So 2s go to 3s.
Oh, 2s go to 3s.
And these 6s will be additional hits.
Yep.
And then I'm wounding on 3s because I'm strength 6 to his toughness 5. So no rerolls involved here, just quite a few invulns. These are 2 damage, so if Nick fails any 3 of these, which he
Fails
does
1!
not,
I told you! Champion
All right.
of the Harlequins over here.
Nick is 7 of 8 on 4 invulns, but he's gonna have to make quite a few more for this to actually impact.
It'll impact.
All right, Nick, I love the confidence here.
That's right.
So we're gonna go ahead then and just shoot. Okay.
All right.
All right, so what we're gonna do next is just shoot this Custodian Guard squad into the Harlequin Troupes right in front of them.
Yep.
Just 6 shots. Some of these they're different stats, but they're all strength 4, and the damage doesn't matter against you, so I'm rolling them all together. So 5 hits, 3s to wound. That'll be 4 invulns on those Harlequin Troupes. Just trying to thin it down.
You're doing, not minus 1.
Nope.
3 failed. Yep. These troops are not long for this world, but if any survive, that's neat.
Nice and easy. All right, and there's only 3 left, which is enough to easily charge and clear out. So what we're looking at then is we're going to put all of the grenade launchers to Ballistaris from these Terminators into this boat.
Yep.
And I think we're going to put their 5 shots, none of them are in rapid fire, but we're going to put their 5 shots downfield into these Skyweavers just to see if I can knock one out.
All right.
And we'll just start with that, so 5 shots here. It's going to be 3 hits, and it'll be rolling 1s, no wounds. Nothing happened there, so that's unfortunate. We'll just go ahead and roll a 5d3 Ballistaris shots into that tank.
Yep.
So that'll be 10. And then we'll be hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. Nothing crazy here, but I do have quite a bit left to shoot, so I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
You're rolling 1s, and wounding on 5s. There you go. Oh, you're rolling 1s again. There's going to be only 1 invuln on that transport.
Transport takes it.
Down to 3 wounds left.
3 wounds left.
No problem.
All right.
Alrighty, Trajan will go ahead and drop his Guardian Spear onto that boat as well.
Yep.
2 hits, strength 5, means it's actually going to be, once cocked.
Very cocked.
No wounds again, only not doing anything there. Now this Terminator unit could try to put 4 models shooting in there, but none of them are going to be rapid firing, so it would only be 16 shots if I spent the 1 command point, and then 1 would be putting its shots into there. So what I think we'll do then is just go ahead and I think I can kill those in combat fairly easily actually, so I'm not too concerned about it. We'll go ahead and spend that 1 command point, dropping me down to 9 again, and we'll put 16 shots into those Starweavers. And the other guy, the last Terminator, who cannot see, is just going to put all 8 shots into that Starweaver.
Makes total sense.
Actually, we'll put it into the Shadowseer, see if I can chip her, make her easier to kill later.
Okay.
So this is 16 into the bikes. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
3s is with a -2 to hit.
Well,
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if
ballistic
you
skill
have any
2.
pluses.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, everything is weapon skill, ballistic skill 2 in this list.
Tier. Here, Custodes.
Rerolling 1s. Okay, so here we go. Looks like a healthy 8 saves.
So you should get a bike here, but
Yep, just trying to thin that unit down.
he
Actually gets
got 2 bikes. Very, very powerful.
Okay.
Right.
Makes up for those hot saves earlier, and then one model is going to put the 16 shots into this Shadowseer here.
Absolutely.
And rerolling 1s. It's going to be 8 hits and wounds.
-1 to wound.
Well, 8 hits. I haven't rolled the wound yet. -1 to wound is not going to do much. It's 7 invulns here.
This is called not average, ladies and gentlemen. Here's 7.
Nick
Fails
fails
4.
4 of them.
We're alive, and we're going to leave it there.
So
There's
that
no more
means that
shooting, right? That can I see him?
no.
Okay.
Yeah, only the one model who touched the ruin just chopped through it. So 1 wound left on that. Unfortunately, I can't do any mortal wounds on the charge. If I could, that would be wonderful. But that Shadowseer is also extremely vulnerable to apparels now. I'll kind of take it at that point.
She's not happy with it.
So we're going to go ahead and declare some charges.
Okay.
These Aquilons are going to go ahead. So how exactly do you use the Domino Shroud? Let's just explain this for
Start
class.
of the phase, of any phase, so this could be the charge phase, the fight phase, whatever. I pick her up and I put her anywhere within 12 inches.
Okay. So what I'm going to do actually is shoot the jetpack captain. He just has a hurricane bolter into that boat.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s, rolling 1s is going to lead to all hits. Very nice. And then he'll just get 3 saves on that boat.
2 failed.
2 failed.
Down to 4 on the boat.
Okay. Not too crazy, just was doing a little bit of chip damage there. All right, so we'll go ahead and declare charges then. The Aquilons are going to charge this transport, which has 5 troops inside.
Which has 5 troops inside. There's also 5 troops next to it.
Yep, we'll charge the transport, the Shadowseer, and these bikes.
You got it.
So a 4 is enough because of how close I am.
Yep. Just plowing through the wall.
Yep, so we'll just put this one on the bottom floor, engaging there. This one, on the bike. Coming through. Just making sure we have plenty of friends.
Absolutely. Anyone else charging in?
Let me just see. We're just going to stay within 6 inches of that Vexilla, because getting out of it would be minus. So I have the same number of attacks, but I'll get my exploding 6s. And we'll go ahead. We're going to do quite a few charges. So we'll go ahead and charge the Venatari into both that troop squad and the Starweaver right there. And on an 8, that is very successful.
Very successful.
And Nick's already taken some casualties on this troop unit, so if he wants to, frankly, spend the command points to save them, it would be 4 command points. I don't really mind, because they're actually going to still have to take a morale check at the end of that. So it may not go as well for Nick as he would hope. Now what we're going to measure next is, let me see what the charge distance would be like from this Terminator squad into... Now because of the giant bases here, I've kind of blocked myself off a little bit, so I may just leave a hole for them and charge into that troop squad to give myself a little more movement.
Okay.
And I think we'll go ahead and do that. We're just going to charge the troop squad here, get a little extra movement out of this. 7 is very successful. Again, we're really just doing this for the movement, not because of any real expected gain in value.
Yep.
But also, I know that Nick is going to have to put at least some effort into killing that bike captain. Certainly more than he probably wants to. And therefore, I want to have my units more aggressively positioned to deal with that problem.
Most certainly.
And what I think then we'll do, Trajan is probably gonna, he's got a bit of a long charge, unfortunately, due to the size of my Aquilons. We'll go ahead and just declare him into this Starweaver.
Sure. And
we'll see if he rolls well. An 11 actually is enough to get in there. I don't think I actually want to now that I'm looking at it, because frankly I don't want to get these troops out and potentially have them take that objective back for Nick. Because right now I can outnumber him easily on it. So I think we'll actually just hold Trajan still.
Okay.
Next, that bike captain is going to charge that boat.
Yep.
And on a Snake Eyes, I can re-roll it with Auric Aquilus, no problem, into a 5, which is plenty of distance.
Yep.
I just want to get these engaged in all fronts points. I can re-roll my wound rolls, so probably will just try not to kill this thing.
Try to fail. It's gonna be tight. Might kill it by accident.
I could kill it by accident, but frankly, even if I do, actually from right here with 5 inches, I'm gonna go this way because I may just unstoppable destroy under that objective to deny it, and then I've just killed a boat for no other consequence.
Neat.
All right, so let's go ahead and start off with, let's see here.
Who's going first?
I think we'll start off with this Terminator squad here.
That's Terminator Squad.
So actually, are you doing anything at the beginning of the fight phase?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave.
Oh, okay. The Domino Shroud doesn't want to.
Where's the orange team measure go?
I have no idea.
I would like that. So I can go over here, and then that sets me up for future turns running away. This is a while we stand, of course. The alternative is I can go on this objective. I have 4 OBSEC models currently on the objective and some bikes. Assuming the bikes all die to these Terminators, which is moderately safe. Assumption. Definitely not safe to assume they all live. I could contest it. Now, contesting it doesn't matter. I would need 1 bite to live, so I then hold it. That's keeping the Shadowseer on the objective, should I want to do that.
There's also the risk that I might find a way to get to it.
That's true. That's true. I think I'm going to play it safe. John can give me a low scoring turn here. And that's all right. I'm losing stuff, but I'm in decent shape overall, I think. So we're just going to run over off to Yonderland with my Domino Shroud.
Yep.
Lovely relic within 12 inches right there. All right.
So we're going to go ahead and start off then with this Terminator unit. So only 4 of these models are going to get to swing, but at 5 attacks each, I'm hoping they do a good amount of work.
And where are they going to go?
They're putting all of their swings into the bike unit. We're not even attempting to mess with this transport. I'm just going to pile in to base it and engage the bikes. Oh, and very messily fall over. He's going to basically go right there. Just get within half an inch of all these friends. He'll come in off there and base that bike. He'll come bridge the gap in the middle. He's still making the coherency work.
Yep.
So here we go, 20 attacks, hitting on 2s, rolling 1s, wounding on 2s, rolling 1s, and every 6 to hit is going to be an additional hit.
This is going to hurt.
So
do I lose all the bikes? That's the question.
Good thing I'm re-rolling 1s here. So 2 6s only will give me 1 extra hit. So we're looking at 21 hits so far, and again, 2s, you're rolling 1s. We're hoping will be enough.
Yep. That should do a lot.
Should do a lot on the bikes. He needs to fail 10 saves here to lose this whole unit.
Is it 2 damage flat?
2 flat.
Okay. So right on that cusp where it should kill me. But we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Really hot saves for Mr. Nanavati there, but that's okay.
12 out of 21. Just not bad. Not bad at all. So I'm going to have a bike with a wound left.
Now there is a morale check coming.
There's a morale check. So.
But also that is enough then if I just consolidate everyone onto the objective that I will still tie him.
Don't think that one's going to make it, but you would be correct.
See? Oh, I guess he's not. Should have piled him in a little bit sideways.
Did you just assume I was going to die?
I did honestly think you were going to die, yes.
Yeah. Well, on average, it's like right at the cusp, right? 20 attacks is enough to cause roughly 20 wounds, maybe a bit more.
Yeah, a little more with the exploding 6s.
Right, so a little more, and then I have to fail 10 out of 20 saves, which is exactly math, so that's definitely the it can go wrong kind of category.
Yeah, it looks like I'm just a little bit short there. Very unfortunate. That's okay.
Planned it.
That's all right. We'll just leave it there then on the objective, because if Nick fails this morale check, which he would have to spend 2 CP to auto pass, then he'll still lose the objective. And you know what? Maybe it makes Nick spend 2 command points there. All right.
So now I have some decisions to make as far as
interrupts.
Interrupts. I could interrupt with those 3 troops and then have them flee.
It's a lot of effort.
That's a lot of effort. It'd be a 3 to 4 CP adventure, depending on if I want to use my Soaring Spite strat or not. If you want to go like Gimbal Seeks. What I could do with it, because they're going to die, no questions asked. But if they interrupt, do what little damage they can can spend 1 CP and then go into the Starweaver.
It's engaged in combat.
It's engaged. I can't embark on that. Yes, that's correct. So it would have to be 2 CP, so 4 CP total, which would bring my 9 down to a 5. To then go 8-inch consolidation, say.
Well, the 8-inch move.
8-inch move, like that way. Could work. Keeps OBSEC alive. I can then make plays with that for domination in future turns and contesting John's objective here, taking off his banner. So there's a lot of
You could also fail a morale check on them because they've lost some friends.
They've lost 3 friends this turn, so
Only
it's not
3?
too bad.
Well, that's not bad then.
That's not too bad. So I'm not too worried about that. It could go wrong. 4 CP is a lot, but this is honestly playing Harlequins. So that's a consideration. This objective is currently mine. If 1 bike dies, let's go to the overhead seeks. If 1 bike dies, I will be contested, which will still hold that banner, but it won't give me the 5 points on primary there. So that's a bit annoying. So I could spend 2 CP to auto pass this morale, 2 CP to fall back there, and 2 CP to interrupt there, to bring me down to 3 command points, which would be terrible. But then I'd get a nice, potentially decent score on primary.
If Nick's willing to spend those command points on this turn, it would be nice because it wouldn't be command points spent on things like +1 damage and some of the other offensive buffs he can put into me. I really want my army to survive here.
I do want to kill John. Or I just let it happen. If I let it happen, then I'm looking at a 5-point primary, one way or the other.
Yep.
So I'd be working really hard to get to a more than 5-point primary. Basically, this is 2 CP to get to a 10-point primary. It's probably the safest thing to do and just let this die. But that would be dropping a banner 5 off John's primary in the final lane turn, but John's going to get a pretty decent score on his turn either way. This is tough. I think I'm going to go for it. I think playing the mission is my out.
So 4 command points here. Well, at least 2 on an interrupt.
So 2 on the interrupt will bring you down to 7.
Sure.
We're going to do kisses into the Ventari.
Okay.
Would you like to do anything?
No, go ahead.
Okay. 3s to hit. 7 hits. Then 4's to wound or 5's to wound?
Toughness 5.
5's to wound. Nice. 3 wounds. AP 1.
All right, I do fill 1.
Will be 2 damage.
All right, 2 wounds, 1 Minotaur.
Yep. I have 3 wounds each?
Yep.
Okay. Now I think I am going to spend 2 CP. We're just going to go the whole route down to 5 and consolidate 8 inches towards an objective.
Yep, well, move 8 inches.
Move 8 inches.
Yep. And the distinction there is that he would not be able to consolidate since he is based right now.
So the Venatari, the Alaris can't attack the vehicle, so the Venatari would have to. They could then consolidate into my troops if I don't go. I'm just going to go this way.
Thank you so much to Rain Thief for his $5 donation. John's 40k big brain plays come from his patented teapot waiting stands.
100%.
You've seen it here on the channel.
100%, folks.
Teapots.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then 1 CP will allow these to heroic intervene, correct?
Correct.
I don't like that. I think that's right. Okay, so they're just going to do that.
All right. So we'll go ahead and we're actually going to do the bike next because he's on the other side, if I can see that.
Yep.
So he's going to pile in D3 additional inches, which is going to be 3. And he's just going to come here, stay within 1 inch of that transport so he can poke with a stick. And I'm just going to Unstoppable Destroyer onto this objective.
Yep. Very clever.
So here we go. We've got 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, and I have a Misericordia afterwards if necessary. Fortunately, I'm rerolling my own 1s. So it'll be 4 hits, roll that 1 into a 1. And then that'll be 4 invulns onto that bike. Or onto the Star Reaver.
Easy.
Does fail one of them.
Not dead.
Not dead. So that's
And
1 damage, and then the Misericordia will hit and not wound.
All right.
And I'll just do my D3, which is going to be 5 inches total. And he's just going to come over here, contest this objective instead, and just kind of make Nick come further this direction if he's going to try to kill that captain.
Yep.
Because that captain requires a decent amount of effort to put down. And also, that guy, luckily, is going to get me some gauge and offense points.
Yep.
All right, next up, we're going to put these Venatari directly into that Star Weaver. And this really is supposed to annihilate it. But we'll just go ahead and make sure.
I hope it does not. That would be sad. Where is my little orange tape measure? These are the questions.
All right, so with their Tarsus bucklers, they're actually going to be wounding you on 3s at strength 6. So here we go. This is going to be 24 attacks, hitting on 2s, you're rolling 1s. But actually, let's go ahead and pile in first, because I want to get some of these troops a little closer, or the Venatari a little closer to the troops. As Nick may have surmised, I am going to engage them in combat with my consolidate move after I pop this transport.
Yes. So he will engage my troops, which will keep me from advancing and just generally make my life a lot harder.
Yep, he's already swung. There's no real downside to it for me.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Hitting on 2s, we're rolling 1s. Good thing we've got Mr. Trajan nearby. With 5 6s, that'll be 4 additional hits. And then we're wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s with my strength 6. Again, really expecting the Star Weaver to not be there, even though it happened to roll hot against my my shooting.
Yep.
All right, so there we go. 24 attacks, 23 wounds. All yours.
All I have to do is pass
Yes.
22 of these?
Only 22 of them.
Okay, that's fine. I came close.
You did not. See if that one explodes, folks. It does.
Explode. Interesting. So 3-inch explosion is not going to actually
kill
hit
this Venatari.
I killed a Venatari with an explosion. How
Yep.
beautiful. And I wounded a Lars, I think. Maybe.
We'll go ahead and check. It looks pretty close, actually.
Yeah.
Definitely not getting my troops or your troops. Not getting that. Is that over my Terminator? I think it is.
It is not.
Okay.
Okay.
So just knocks it out there, and then I'll go ahead and consolidate, and I am going to go ahead and engage this troop squad. We're just going to base this model, even though he's already done his trickery. I don't want to give him more trickery.
No, one nice thing is I think if I lose 1 model to morale, which is I have to roll 6 to fail that.
I'm within an inch of 2.
Well, then it'll work out nice.
There is a chance, folks. Next up, I do just have some consolidates. Probably consolidates off of this Terminator squad.
Yep, because they charge the troops that left, but they still get to activate. Very clever play
The
there.
closest tier is this unit for some of the models and that unit for others.
So they're pretty unhappy with that.
Yeah, they're shuffling. This guy will move out onto train, but this guy will hold still.
Yeah.
Only one of them's closer. So we're just having 2 of them touch cover. Basically make sure that I'm immune to AP 1 and 2, and we're just snagging out this way.
Yep.
Just fanning out to make it easier for me to reach Nick next turn, since he is much quicker than I am.
Yep.
All right, that'll do it for me.
Okay.
So let's see some morale checks here.
No, I got attack backs to make over.
Oh,
here.
of course.
We got 1 Skyweaver.
Yep.
Who's going to kill this man with 3 hits.
All right, 5s to wound. He does not wound me.
All right, so that was it.
Okay.
Now we got some morale checks. Let's take that 3-man first.
Sure.
They're fine, and I already put myself at 3 CP. I'm at 5 right now.
Yeah, you're at 5.
I'm like mentally prepared to auto pass this morale check. It's such a huge swing.
It
It's
is.
5 points on primary. I'm just gonna do it. I'm already this deep in the play. We're down to 3 command points.
All right, I'll take it, folks.
We're down to 3 command points. Well, we're already on turn 3. You know, half the game's over. We're scrounging. This is pretty normal for Harlequins.
And now I still have plenty of command points left for defense, which is why I'm actually pretty okay with the state of the game right now.
So I'm actually going to go up to 4, which is lovely.
Yep.
I'm going to score...
And I'll get 3 points on engaged on fronts here.
Yes. I'm going to score 10 points on primary because I did manage to hold on to 2 with a lot of acrobatics. That's Harlequins for you. They just play the mission. That's what they do.
Yep.
I'm going to go score 2 more points on banners.
This boat can also fight back.
Oh, thank you. I'll do that in a second. 2 more points.
Oh, no,
on
1.
banners.
You're not holding this objective. A shield captain is.
Yeah, no, I'm holding that one.
But you don't get a banner on that.
Oh, I'm on 1 banner. That's what
Yep.
I'm saying. Yes. Whoopsies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was an annoying little banner blink, but I'll be alright in the long grand scheme of things.
Yep.
So over here, we're going to do some cool tricks. Now, Harlequins with flip belts, or Rising Crescendo, whatever it's called, can fire after falling back, correct? So I think we're going to try some nifty little tricks here. We're going to fall back through your models using Rising Crescendo.
Sure.
And we're going to use Fire and Fade on 3 troops to contest this objective.
Aha, very clever.
That way I don't have to worry about interrupts and charging and spending CP the hard way. Just little CP expenditures.
It's quite the CP adventure to go take that objective back.
Yes. Now currently these Alars are engaged, so they can't intervene. But
That's correct.
they can pile in and consolidate, of course. So maybe these troops go on this side of the objective. This Terminator wouldn't be able to engage them because he has to go towards the bike. This Terminator wouldn't be able to engage him because I can just manage that. So I think that'll help me keep this objective contested for another turn. Let's go over here. So just like so. 1, 2, 3.
So Nick would think.
Am I missing something?
Perhaps. I don't know.
Or-
There are heroic interventions. But do you think he's planning to leave me in combat?
yeah, and the one bike is going to stand here, so John can't use any heroic intervention strats, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm engaged in combat, I won't be able to heroic.
Okay. So the goal is this Terminator here.
Yep.
Is going to be close to the bike, so he has to not go that way. He's about an inch away from the bike, or half an inch from the bike, it looks like. So he can't end up further than half an inch from the bike. I don't see how he engages the Harlequins while being a half an inch from the bike. So that should be good. This one could go 3 inches like so. That's nowhere near them. These two don't seem relevant, so I think this worked. If it doesn't, John's a better player than I am.
Well, as long as we're saying that out loud.
So that's good. This will get me domination because I'm on 1, 2. I might not actually control this one because John could take it after this bike dies.
If I pile and consolidate, I could contest it unless that Star Weaver stays put, which would be very dangerous.
Yeah, he's not doing that.
No?
The Troupe Master might get out and commit suicide though. He's not particularly great at anything. Put a pin in that idea. Over here, we are definitely going to kill this bike man this turn. He needs to stop existing.
Of course. Killing the bike man may be harder than one expects, though.
No.
No? No? You don't want to talk about all the defensive buffs I can put on this guy?
Let's talk about the defensive buffs.
Yeah, so, I mean, I could always just stop all of your rerolls so the Troupe Master doesn't do much. He has a 3-up invuln, 5-up feel no pain, he's 7 wounds. He's a pretty tough customer, actually.
He's a cookie.
He's a tough cookie.
He's a tough cookie. But I think we got some plays going on, so we're looking at a 1 CP fire and fade, a 1 CP consolidate towards the boat, and that means I'm gonna aim to hold 1, 2, 3, 4, which means that Troupe Master has to get out for domination this turn.
So Nick's maybe willing to feed quite a lot of his clowns into the meat grinder here in order to get one more turn of domination.
When you raise a banner, that action ends at the end of that movement phase?
You have to be there for the duration of the... Well, yeah, no, it ends at the end of your turn.
End of my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So then we're not going to do... No, they're not going to try to raise a banner. They're going to try to charge. So they're going to advance. They're going to go 1 whole inch, but that is plenty.
And what weapons does this troop unit... are they equipped with?
3 caresses, which is strength 5, AP -2.
And that's damage 1 still?
Damage 1.
Not too shabby.
So he's going to get all up in hizzy.
Sure.
Blast you in the face. This Star Weaver is going to fly on 20 inches out here.
Okay.
And that should be good. This Star Weaver with models inside is going to go over here.
Okay.
Try not to get killed. Should be all right.
Should be all right.
These troops will just walk 8 inches, and maybe their splinter pistols will do something.
Yep, absolutely.
I feel like between the Embrace unit and the Fang Master, I should be able to get this bike man down.
I'm actually willing to bet that bike master is still going to be alive.
We are going to find out.
We'll find out together. I'm excited for it, at least, folks.
This empty boat might try to house the spirit, the Shadowseer. We'll see. Back over on this side, the Troupe Master unfortunately is going to have to get out and commit suicide a little bit. There are still troops in here though. Put a dude to symbolize that.
All right.
Troupe Master is going to get out.
He's got 3 inches of disembark and then 8 inches of movement, so he can go wherever he wants about.
He's going to end up right over here, and I believe he is not within 4 inches of that Alaris, so he should also be unable to die. We're just going to
Switch that around just to make sure.
Just to make sure he's like extra safe.
Absolutely makes sense.
Okay. So now I have 6 models on the objective. John can only get 5 on the objective this turn, so that is good. And then this Star Weaver needs to figure out what he wants to do with his life. 20, and he can only go 16 because he is engaged. So he could die if he tries to stay out here. He could go to the corner. I do love the corner, but that's a little dangerous.
Nick's just working hard, try to keep as many resources alive as possible, just to maybe make some more plays late game.
More plays late game. That's what we're here for. So I don't want to give John any springboards back into the action, so I want to make sure that nothing is this direction for his charges. So this one's actually going to come back this way.
Yep, just so that if I come kill it, it's going to take me more effort to do so.
He's going to go the wrong direction to do it.
Totally makes sense to me.
It's actually going to go to the corner, because I love corners.
All right, into the corner. It's the safest place to be, folks. Everyone knows it.
Everyone knows it. Corners.eu. Shadowseer, you're going to advance. Does she want to get into this transport to try to stay alive? Let's put her in a little bit. Let's see what her advance roll is. 9 inches. She's not going to the transport, it seems.
So what do you think of this Shadowseer then? This is one of your while we stand fights, and she only has a single wound left.
It is. I think she's going to hang out over here. And then we're going to keep these bikes nearby-ish to do something. 1, 3. Oh, this is not a hard charge, is it? Oh, it's kind of hard. It is a 9. It's not as easy as I'd like. Not as hard as I'd like. So we'll keep her within 3 like this. 2 like this. Not going to get him on the objective. Is that okay? Or maybe I just put more attacks on the Troupe Master and make sure he dies. I think that's what we do. More attacks, Troupe Master, dead Troupe Master.
Shield Captain.
What's that?
Shield Captain.
Shield Captain, yes. What's the range on these equivalents?
The Alaris are 24 inches on the Guardian Spears.
Okay. So they shouldn't kill me, especially because I'm minus 6-inch range from that Shadowseer.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea here is Shadowseer will be closest though if they just move towards her.
Yep.
So
There is that danger.
you're also obviously we fight. I think the play is just past Twilight Pathways, and if we don't, we're just
That is a bold strategy, Nick.
well.
Every single Harlequin game.
It's not what you want.
All right, we'll see what happens here, folks. I'm very excited for this one.
Okay, so speaking of which, let's do Twilight Pathways, which passes on a 6.
All right, so let me think here.
John, gonna try to deny me.
I mean, 100%.
100%.
Let me just make sure. I believe that, correct me if I'm wrong here, Richard, I believe that my stratagem requires that I be within 12 inches to deny the witch, or the 4+ has to be targeted. So I don't actually think I can, actually deny this one.
Made it, and we pre-planned it, so even a 1 on the advance roll was enough to get us in the transport. We're going 11, which will get us into our boat here.
And you can actually do that even if you, on the psychic phase move as well, you can embark?
I don't see why not. It's movies after the movies.
Right, sure.
Not that I've checked, but I don't see why not.
All right.
All right. While we stand, we fights our going places. Look, I'm in every corner. This is how it's meant to be. Let's see some shooting.
Okay.
3 Shuriken pistols. We'll shoot the Venatari.
Okay.
Might actually do a wound to something that matters.
Nope.
And we'll spend 1 down to 2 to fire and fade.
Yep.
And we'll go 7-inch move all the way to this side of the objective and contest it.
Out of my heroic intervention range.
Out of heroic intervention range. And at an angle that's annoying for John to try to shoot them with the cargo container.
Absolutely. Very nice.
All right. So that puts me down to 2 CP.
Mm-hmm.
Back to 3, actually, because I gained 1 at the start of the turn.
Okay.
All right. So that worked out nicely.
What do we got next?
Let's do all these Shuriken pistols at this bike, man. We got 9 in this unit.
All right.
We got Rain Thief in the chat donating another $5, says
Woo!
Colton. That's a bold strategy. Let's see how this works out for Nick. A little reference to a comedy film.
Mm-hmm.
Boy. We got 2 Rens on the bike captain
All
so
right.
far.
2 saves on the bike captain. He makes both.
Boxcars. Showing off. We got a fusion pistol from the Troupe Master. How much you want to bet this is a 1 to hit?
I bet it's a more than 1.
I bet it's a 1. It's a 2. Proud of you. And we wounded.
All right, let's take a save.
Show me a warp fire. Showed me a 4. Good enough.
4 is enough.
3d6 haywires into them. I would like this to work. 15. I just want to hurt this man. I just really.
You see, and I think that this bike captain's actually going to be alive at the end of all of
I'm
Nick's
gonna keep a
efforts
track. I'm gonna keep track over here. We've done 3 saves on his 3-up invul. He hasn't failed any yet, so we're just gonna see how long it lasts. He's got to fail eventually, right?
That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true. 1 save.
1 AP 1.
Makes the 3-up invuln. All right. Bike captain's alive.
Keep a track.
Bike captain's alive,
Salt tally
folks.
is ticking.
He's an unstoppable destroyer, Nick.
Salt tally be
He
ticking.
cannot be stopped.
We got 3 Star Weavers out of him. This should do at least a wound between all of them.
Should not.
It should. 2 hits from the first one, 2 armor saves.
Okay. 2 ups. Makes both.
No, fails 1.
We'll take a 5 feel no pain on that. Okay. Actually, I've got 9 command points here. If I re-roll it, go down to 8. Still got plenty to do the 4 command points I'm planning to spend in my phase. I think I'm okay re-rolling this. It's good on a 2.
All right. So John's done 8.
Down to 8 command points.
The next one will be 6 hits. Beautiful.
Nice.
And
Just
3 armor saves.
Strength
Strength 6.
and toughness 6. Oh, is that how you did the first ones?
I don't know. You passed.
Well, as a command point.
Put it back. I don't know.
We'll keep it spent. We'll keep it spent.
Over
The
here.
internet can tell me if Nick was cheating.
These 6, 3 hits. And 1 rend, 1 armor.
1 rend, 1 armor. Let's do that rend and the armor, and we're good.
All right. Put it up to 5.
All right,
I'm not
folks.
counting your armor saves. I want
There
that
is
on the
some
record.
Nick Salt coming in here, and I'm ready for it.
We got 5 guys inside this transport that can shoot.
Okay.
We got 3 hits. 1 armor save.
2 up, and we make it.
And we got a Shadowseer with a Phantasm Grenade Launcher shooting from inside, which hits. Leadership, not enough.
No.
All hits.
Okay.
So I think that's it for that side of the board. They're in combat. I don't think you guys can do anything noteworthy. No. You can shoot though. You can
Fell
shoot.
back from combat.
You cannot shoot. You
already
faded.
shot.
So we are into the combat.
Ready for charges,
You
folks.
want to grab that gimbal?
I'm ready for it, and I'm really excited because I can show off that 1 CP strat Custodes have to interrupt, because we're going to have combats on objectives all over the place.
No one's interrupting nothing.
Alrighty, folks. So let's start off here. Who's coming in first?
Troop squads charged in. Huh?
Absolutely, I love it.
9 attacks or 9 inches is beautiful. Okay. Base use and no shenanigans, of course.
Oh, shenanigans?
No shenanigans.
What gives you that idea, Nick?
And then the Skyweavers are going to come in. Doop.
And the Troupe Master as well?
Troop Master's going to stay out. I don't
Staying
want,
out of combat.
As good as he is, I don't want him getting interrupted here.
And killed?
But we are going to leave a space for if he wants to heroic intervention next turn, he could.
Alright, I like it.
Over here, the troops are going to charge both 5-mans or both 3-mans.
3-mans?
8 is plenty, and then here we're probably going to use the strat to consolidate towards the boat. I don't know which 3 or which 3.
Let me put down the gimbal.
Yep.
So they're very intermixed right now.
Okay.
So we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Even easier. All right, so I'm going to engage you both right here. If you want to go back on that gimbal. Engage both squads like this. Not base anybody. It's difficult because it's blowing.
Yep.
And then we're going to go 6 inches towards the boat.
Now, just to confirm, does your consolidate let you move through models? Because if not, I don't think you're going to be able to get out of combat and on the objective.
Oh, I'll check. I think flip belt is any turn you move, but
I
could be wrong.
believe it's move and charge.
Oh, then I'll engage you like this and just go that way.
Okay.
Should work. All right. So we will start.
Now, what I actually maybe should do,
Yep.
I think I'm going to overwatch them. Because if I kill 1 model here, then Nick doesn't have enough models to outnumber me on the objective, and I'll just hold it.
Okay, can anyone see me?
I'm touching the ruin, so yes.
Okay.
Yep. So now I could actually spend 2 here to overwatch on 5s. Wouldn't be too bad. Let me think about that. Because if I just kill 1 troop here, that really invalidates Nick's play. I've got 8 command points here, and I'm probably going to spend 2 on this Bite Captain to shut off all of Nick's rerolls. I think I kind of already know that that one's coming. But let me just look at what Nick is trying to do here. And if he's able to contest this objective, and he's already contested this one, I'm holding this one, and he would keep this one contested, I'd only get a 5 on primary. And this is right after I gave Nick, he's still got another 10 on primary. But if I can kill 1 troop here, not only will it preserve my banner, it'll also give me 5 on primary, and I think it'll actually stop Nick's domination.
No.
No?
No.
No, because you'd be
I'm on 5
1,
out of 6
2,
attacks currently.
3. Okay, yeah. So it wouldn't stop the domination. It would be 2 command points to maybe try and stop Nick from doing shenanigans over there. So I think I'm actually going to
Try it.
go ahead and try it. Yeah.
2 CP. Overwatch, and what's the other one?
Overwatch on 5s.
Overwatch on 5s. All right.
No, we're gonna let it go. We're not gonna
Let
spend
it go.
Yep.
I just split the iPad.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. Had to do some quick math. I just don't think that the odds of me getting it done are good enough. It's not a guaranteed thing.
All right. Well, let's hit you with some caresses over there.
Sure.
3s to hit. Beautiful hits. And then 4s to wound, because we are strength 5 on these ones. And we got 5 wounds AP2.
5 wounds AP2. All right. On which squad?
The closer one.
Sure. So the first 2 are 4-up saves because he's wounded. He's dead, and then 3 up invulns. He's wounded.
Killed a guy.
Nice.
That's actually really nice, because then your plan wouldn't have worked at all.
Exactly, and that's the other reason I did not go for this.
I wasn't thinking that I could actually kill one, but that's not crazy for Harlequins.
Nope.
They got weapons. This is why I like giving splash caresses and stuff. They can actually threaten things like intercessors and crappy guard squads.
All right.
So then we're going to spend our PCP. Goes down to 2.
Yep.
And consolidate 6 inches towards a transport. And again, outside of engagement range of all these Custodes troops, because I am not trying to fight them anymore. This is why I am all about that Soaring Spite life.
Sure thing.
I'm actually about the Frozen Stars life now, but this is good too.
Now Nick's doing a lot here, but let's also point out Nick's going to take a lot of damage in my turn.
Oh yeah, I'm running low on the stuff.
Yep, and I'm hoping that's going to be enough here.
Okay, so over here, would you like to interrupt or anything?
Yeah, I think we'll spend 1 CP and we'll interrupt with that captain.
Okay. Resume attack.
Yep. So we've got 9 troops here, and 2 of them have normal combat weapons, right?
Yes.
And then I think I'm actually going to go after the bikes then.
Okay.
Actually, if I'm just going to be alive at the end of this anyway.
That's what he thinks.
I genuinely do think that.
All right then.
He's unwounded, like he's not going to die to this, Nick. I don't know how to tell you this. No, I think I'm just not going to spend it because I just think I'm still going to be here at the end.
Oh no!
Fight like normal. And I'm like, the odds of me killing a Skyweaver, only 1 is not that big a deal. So go ahead and start your swing, and I'll spend those 2 command points to shut off your rerolls.
Okay, so you're going down to 6?
Yep.
All right. I'm doing that.
It's been such a long time that we had a drop die, and of course it was Nick back in action.
Yeah, now is not too late to make a dice bet, folks. I mean, Captain General Lennon is on the table right now. Like, what can we make this?
No dice bets. I didn't see nothing. Didn't happen.
All right.
These are the embraces. All right.
Hitting on 3s and wounding on 5s.
Wounding on 5s.
All right. Let's see what happens with this one. Should be pretty interesting.
And I don't get rerolls, unfortunately.
Yep. So what is that, like 5 saves?
5 saves.
All right. And these are AP2?
AP3.
AP3. All right, so I've got a 3 up involved against these. So I do fail 2 of them, which is fine for now, and I'll just take these Feel No Pains. And I make 1, so I have 6 wounds left on the bike captain.
Got him. All right, let's get those.
I failed the 3 up involved, Nick, don't worry.
Yep, we are at 2 for 10. Which isn't as crazy as I want it to sound.
Yeah.
But it's still above average.
No, it's 2 for 8.
It's 2 for 10.
Oh, no, it's 2 for 10, yeah, 2 for 10. All right.
Here's the 2 regular guys.
Oh, there's a guy in there who doesn't have a special one?
There are 2 regular. These are still the troops.
Oh, these are the regular troops. Okay.
1 armor save.
1 armor save, and I've got a 2 up against that. No problem at all.
All right, now the bikes.
Sure.
3s to hit. Awesome.
All right.
And this turns out free rolls from everything, right?
Yeah, just for the face.
For the face.
You got it. So wounding on 5s here. Looks like 3 more.
3 more.
3 more. 3 up invulns. No problem at all, folks. We do fail 1 more. I've got 6 left. I'll go ahead and take that.
We're getting close to
So I
average.
actually make both my Feel No Pains.
And we're back. And we're back on the John Lennon Feel No Pain train.
We'll be good for that.
Here we go, everybody. How much damage did you take?
I took
1 damage?
1 damage.
From my entire army. I know I wasn't supposed to kill him, but that was not average. I even counted it. All right. So, yeah, 3 out of 13 failed saves and 1 out of 4 failed Feel No Pains. That was what happened.
He's an unstoppable destroyer, Nick.
He's unstoppable.
Nick, he's an unstoppable destroyer. Like, I don't know what else I can tell you.
I'm telling you the score right here.
I'm telling you it's my turn to swing.
Oh, yeah, you can do your thing.
All right. We'll go ahead and punch the bikes. Here we go. All hits. And, only 2 invulns.
What are those 2s to save on your invulns? I failed both the invulns.
D3 damage.
I ain't no joke.
That's 2. The next will just kill it.
Kill a dude.
Then the Misericordia is a hit and a wound.
A wound. And a failed save.
All right. 2 damage left there.
2 damage on the die.
All right, I love it.
Okay. Let's do some scoring here.
Yep. So I'll only get 5 on primary.
Only 5 on primary. The brown magic pulls ahead. John's gonna go up to 7 CP. I'm still at 2. He's gonna get 0 points for banners.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Oh, I am gonna swing on the this bike. Do you want me to roll everything into the bike?
No, it's fine. Backside.
Backside. And we're not gonna consolidate any closer to those troops. I think they're gonna die regardless.
Yep. So we're gonna get domination. We got our banners. And that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it, folks. Okay.
Alrighty. So now what I need to do is give Nick a 5-point primary at most, and ideally, if I can try to get it to 0, that'll be hard to do. And then I need to get a 15 next turn for myself. All right, so we're good to go.
I found an orange tape measure. These are important things.
All right, so we're just moving this this guardian unit over here to try to clean out these Harlequins.
Yep.
Should be able to kill them between my shooting and close combat.
Probably.
And then I've got these 5 right here. This is a 3-wound Starweaver. Again, we're just going to put all of our shots into this troop unit, and then we'll multi-charge both of them with both of these units. No problem at all. Pretty confident I'll be able to knock this part out. Now, I think I'm going to fall back that bite captain just to get onto that objective.
Yeah. Contest that. Put some monsters
Yep.
down. Yeah. Makes sense.
So with 14 inches, I just need to make sure that I stay 8 inches away from this troop unit so that they don't consolidate into me.
Yep, because they do the 1 CP strat to chase you when they leave. And John remembered that.
John remembered that.
I should have reminded you. My apologies.
Yeah, you don't need to.
You don't need to. It's just a sportsmanlike thing to
Yep.
do.
And there we go. That's the bite captain. Pretty content with his 6 wounds left.
Yep.
Which is exactly where he should be.
Yeah, that's totally the way that math works.
Alrighty, folks. And what we're looking at then.
Well, we got some stuff going on the channel. What are you talking about?
We got our friend Reggie here gifting $15. Nick just dropped his pants and John gonna make him pay. Get rid of the ads. Also want CC AdMech list from the big brains. We're definitely gonna have AdMech on stream very
100%.
soon. One of our top donors last month wanted Necrons versus AdMech, so that matchup is coming up. And at the end of every month, we do a top gifter of subs as well as top donor. Both those people get to choose a stream match for the following month. So if you're really excited about Yukari or Death Guard, maybe even Dark Angels, try and win the top donor or top gifter for December and get that game in January.
Appreciate your support, Reggie.
Absolutely.
He does. Advancing these Alars.
Yep, we're just coming up so that I can easily threaten this objective next turn. This Vexilla is probably going to end up raising a banner on this center objective.
Yeah, John's got to catch back up on those banners. I'm not going to be able to stop him for too much longer on the banners, but I slowed him down.
Certainly did. And then these Venetaria, I think that these can actually just take care of this problem by themselves. Is this one empty?
Nope.
That one has troops, and that one has troops.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't actually lost that much stuff, although it seems like I have because I lost the bikes, but I was fine losing the bikes because they don't matter in this game at all. I could have used them to try to spike to 3 damage and kill the Venetari at some point, but that's just like such an all-in kind of play that's not really part of my strategy.
Let me just see what these Venetari would look at if I was to try to charge this transport here.
Ashley has pointed out that possibly those 5 primary points for John were put into Nick's turn.
I'll take
Just
a
double
look.
check on that for me.
That would be...
That's what happened.
Oh, Nick. Nick. Okay. Well, we're trying to give Nick a 5-point primary of his turn of his own.
Appreciate you guys. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough score for primary. It looks like. That's okay because we are doing better on primary than. That's not true at all.
That's not true at all.
We're doing good on domination and while he stands though.
Yeah.
Which is especially.
Well, this boat right here is one of yours.
Yep.
Okay. I do gain a command point up to 7, by the way.
Yep.
And then I don't know if Trajan's actually going to get into the action the way I want, so I think he's just going to move over here and support a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with some shooting. There's no defensive buffs here on these poor Harlequins. So what I think we're going to do then is we're just going to put all 20 shots here into these 5 troops.
Yep.
Actually, I'll put these 4 into the Troupe Master because I can have Trajan finish them off. So 4 into the Troupe Master and 1 here. I'm not going to spend any command points because I'm just in rapid fire range. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is on the Troupe Master. And we'll reroll the 1s. All right, so 16 hits, nice and easy. And then wounding on 3s, still rerolling 1s. It's going to be a very healthy 13 saves.
On the troops?
On the Troupe Master.
Troupe Master.
And that'll knock him right out.
Just enough.
I'll take it.
Yep.
And then 1 model is shooting into the troops themselves. And that'll be 4 hits. 3s to wound. That'll be 3 more saves on the Troupe Masters. Or the troops.
3 more saves on the troops. Troops, you're going to fail 2 of them.
I'll take it. Those troops are going to put 6 shots into the 3 remaining. My Custodian Guard are going to put 3 shots into those remaining guys.
Yep.
Or 6 shots. That'll be 6 hits. 3s to wound. That'll be 4 saves on those 3 troops.
4 saves will be 4 saves.
4 saves, he's good to go. No problems there. All right, those troops, those custodies, they're gonna put all of their shots into the troops right in front of them.
Yep.
So hitting on 2s, 5 hits, wounding on 3s. That'll be 3 more invulns.
3 more invulns. We'll kill 1.
And then the other squad, which only has 2 members left, is 4 hits and 3 more wounds on the same unit.
And 3 more wounds.
We get 2 more.
2 more.
So there's only 2 left there?
Yep.
Perfect. Trajan himself will just pot shot his weapon into this this unit here. The Starweaver, which hits and wounds.
And wounds. And fails.
Okay, so just 2 damage flat.
Alright, 4 left.
Alrighty, and I think that will be it then for my my turn.
Yep.
So we'll go ahead and we'll declare quite a few charges here. First off, Trajan is going to charge these 3 troops.
Yep.
On a 9, he's very easily in. And then the Terminators are going to multi-charge at this transport and the troops. And a 4 is plenty.
4 is plenty.
So just getting there, 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 and 4. Just putting him in combat. I'll actually just have 2 swing on the boat. Should be fine.
Okay.
Because I want to have quite a few models on that objective.
Yes. Makes sense.
Alrighty here. And now,
over here.
we'll actually leave him within half an inch of that point. All right, so now these 3 guard are going to charge these 2 troops. A 3 is enough, right next to him. We'll just base with these 2.
Should be the end of them in this whole portion of the table. Because even if he kills just 1, that's enough. But,
Yep.
you know,
Next up,
perhaps.
these 2 are going to multi-charge. 5 is enough. And then these will multi-charge. Hoping this is enough to get this one done.
Yep.
We'll find out together. Alrighty here. And then the Venatori are going to declare a charge onto this transport.
Yes, sir.
And 7 may not be enough. Let me just see what I would need.
Yep.
So that's the edge there. Looks
you
like I
need
need an
8.
8. I don't think I really need to re-roll this, as fun as it would be. I think I'll go ahead and save that command point.
All right.
Just to save my options for later. Although if I did it, it would be enough to protect that that bite captain.
That's true.
We'll actually re-roll it. I want to take away more of Nick's resources and get that while we stand we fight while it's here.
Makes sense.
An 8 is going to be enough.
Do it. All right, Mark. All right.
It's an 8-inch charge.
And you're not Mark.
Okay. All right. A little salt detected from Nick as
Not
always.
salt detected.
Just a little bit.
The salt meter is not at maximum capacity, but we're trying to get it there.
Okay. And those Terminators, they advance. They won't be doing any charges.
Okay.
Alrighty. So what we're looking at first, Nick does have enough CP to interrupt, but he's not going to be doing as much with it because he only has 2 CP.
Right?
Yeah, everything. Every model in the army's OBSEC.
Yep.
So I'm just putting all 5 on now, so even if I kill this and you get out, I'm going to outnumber you.
Yep.
Because you're not close enough to emergency disembark. So we'll actually just start off, I think, with Trajan over here. Actually, we'll start off with these Custodian Guard.
Yep.
So that's 9 attacks, hitting on 2s, and then I have to roll 3 of them separately because those will wound on 2s, the rest will wound on 3s.
Yeah.
So this is a spear, 2s to hit, and 2 saves.
We'll pass both.
They're still intact.
Good start.
And then the next 6 hits, and 6 more invulns.
Well, I rolled good saves, but John
Powered through. That's all I needed. All right. Do you wish to interrupt?
No, I'm fine.
That's kind of what I expected, but always good to check.
If I had a lot of CP, we'd be talking, but
Yep.
we're down to 3.
We're going to go ahead and swing with these Terminators first.
Yep.
We're going to put 3 right here,
Yep.
and then 2 into the troops.
Sure.
So this is 3 into the boat. 12 attacks, hitting on 2s, you're rolling 1s, winning on 2s, you're rolling 1s.
Yep.
Which is a lot of hits. And then 2s, strength 10 T5, that'll be 12 invulns on that boat.
12 invulns on the boat.
Sure thing.
Boat does not care.
It's dead. It just
Oh,
took
it's
8
2
damage.
Okay.
It also had 4 wounds
Would you
left.
relax?
The boat does care, folks. The boat does care.
Does it boom? It don't go boom.
All right, so you have 5 models inside. Do you wish to emergency disembark?
That's the question, isn't it? If I do, I could emergency disembark this way and make John pile in that way, and then that wouldn't accomplish anything useful. No, I'm just gonna save the CP and do stuff. And 3 are gonna die, 2 are gonna die, but that's not good. All right, so we're just going to put some troops down.
All right, and then I'll go ahead and roll the rest of the attacks. So this is 8 more swings into that unit right there.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. It's 8 hits, and wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s. That's going to be 8 more invulns here. Should be the end of this troop squad, but I've got Trajan to finish off if not.
1 left.
1 left.
All right.
Changes how I consolidate, but it won't do too much. Just swing around like this, staying on the objective. Closer. He'll come closer, not engage you. No real reason to. Just like so.
Okay.
And then Trajan will... Now, what are the rules for this unit being picked up and redeployed later?
If you engage them, I cannot do it. Which is a Harlequin strat, which is what he's asking about.
He's actually not going to consolidate. I like him where he is. Okay. Think... And what is their melee like?
3 caresses.
What is the crest?
Strength 5 minus 2.
I'll just leave it be. If he wants to charge me, he can charge me. Trajan is going to come hit that model.
Yep.
He's got 6 attacks. One of them is a misrecord. Still do it separately. Rerolling his own 1s.
Yep. Very good.
5 hits. 2s. Rerolling his own 1s.
Oh, there was a chance until there wasn't, but I've done 4 for 4 4-ups before. Oh, we are not doing it today, though.
All right, take that one out as well.
That would have been nice.
That's the banner that you
Yep.
don't have.
What else we got?
Well, we've got some Venatari over here.
Can 5 Ventari kill,
I think so. So we've got 5 models here, and we'll pile in just around this point, just to make sure that Nick isn't disembarking anything too crazy. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 models. These are hitting on 2s, rolling 1s, and I'll be wounding on 3s.
Yeah, you would.
You're right, I would. We'll reroll the 1s, that's cocked. All hits. Wounding on 3s, can we get it done? Pretty decent wounds. Let's see what happens to the Star Weaver.
Star Weaver's done.
Star Weaver's
That's 6
done.
wounds.
There we go.
This is 1 damage each?
1 damage each.
This is everything?
It's everything.
That sucks.
Nick only has 2 CP left, so it's a difficult task to try to reroll that because he only has so little left.
Yeah, this is a huge swing. This is obviously we fight too. This is really bad.
Mm-hmm.
This is Harlequin life. I won't be able to get this objective back either way because you have 6 models on it.
Correct.
Living is the best thing I could try to achieve right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is a 50-50 for a CP worthy.
This is a tricky command point reroll because a 50% chance he just loses a precious command point with absolutely no gain.
Yeah, I don't think it's time, but I want to know.
So are you doing it or not?
No, I'm not doing it. I'm so smart.
All right. So Star Weaver goes down.
Star Weaver goes
And
down.
then you've got 5 models. I assume they won't emergency.
Nope, they're just gonna get out. Oop. And
5 dice.
Troops. Yep.
Right there for you. And while Nick goes ahead and does that, I'm just going to start rolling over here. So this model is going to put his spear into the boat, and
1 died.
And the other one will put its sword into the troops. So this is the sword into the troops.
Okay.
And that is 2 hits and 1 save.
1 save. He's okay.
All right, and this is the spear into the boat. That's 3 hits. And, only 1 save on the boat.
1 save on a boat. Is not okay.
All right, D3 damage is just 1. So 2 wounds left on the boat. All right, now this boat is not one of his while we stand we fights, even though it is pretty annoying in where it's positioned. So I think what we'll do is we'll just put, I want to get more kills, but I really want this obsec away so I don't have to think about it anymore. We'll go ahead and we'll just put everything into those troops.
Yep.
Just want to see if I can knock them out. 1, 2, these are the swords. Oh, only 3 hits. 2 invulns.
2 invuls. Loving it.
And then the spears, 2 hits, 2 wounds. Nick's 1 out. So we do have 1 troop left. It's enough that I'm outnumbering Nick on the objective, even though it is a little annoying that there are still these troops alive. But you know what? The 4-ups giveth and taketh away.
4-ups giveth, 4-ups taketh.
And we'll base him just in case there are some tricks that I'm not thinking about.
Yep.
We've based this Star Weaver as well.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. So I think that's going to be it. I can't actually fail morales. You killed 2 in that squad, 2 in this squad. Everyone else is kosher. So that's going to be it.
Mm-hmm. I'll get another 3 points on engage in all fronts, and Nick will get 0 on raise the banners.
Yep. But I'll get 5 for primary and 3 for engage for John.
And I still have 6 command points left. So even though we're getting into the late game here, I have plenty of command points left to do what I need to do.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. What's the score at, Siegs?
Ooh, Nick's asking the big questions here.
Asking the big boy questions.
I'm looking at 37-37.
Ooh, this is a tight one.
This is a tight one.
All right. You want to grab the gimbal, John?
Absolutely.
This one troop is going to fall back and raise some hell on this objective. This boat's going to fall back and raise some hell on this objective. This banner doesn't exist anymore. Oh, this is a wound. This is a wound on the team.
Yep. He is on the objective, and it's on the spear.
Is it on the sword field?
No.
Okay. These
Oh no, it totally is.
Yeah,
and it's on the 3-man. Okay.
How could it be on the 3-man? Isn't it on the 2-man that I damaged when I attacked it?
Yeah, let me see. I think I might have mixed up my... Oh no, the spear is dead, because he had the 4-man one. Sorry, we pulled the wrong casualty there.
So we're going to stay outside of 4 inches for heroics, because Custodes are silly, silly people, but on the objective. And we can get the bikes over here with 22 inches, no problem. Also outside 4 inches.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've got 4 models, and now Nick is going to have 4 models on it.
Yep.
All part of his plan.
All part of the plan. And that will be enough to contest it.
Mm-hmm. If you could go to that gimbal, Siegs.
He's going to try to be here.
Yeah, I know what you're going for.
Okay. All right, then the question is, how do I deal with all this? I need to keep John from going too crazy on primary. He's only got 3 models on this objective, so that's good, and I'm up to 3 command points.
Mm-hmm.
So we could move, which won't get us far enough. Is there a spot that's far
It
enough?
should not be, because of the size of my base and the fact that I'm on the center.
It's not. So
Yep.
now the only way to pull it off would be using the Soaring Spite trick, which is 1 command point, which is definitely an option, and would keep John to holding these 2 objectives. Can I contest that objective? That's the question.
That's a hard one to get.
There's only 1 model on it.
Only 1, but he is OBSEC.
It is OBSEC. So if we move and advance 14, which would be a strat,
Mm-hmm.
and we are within 5, so we are a 4-inch charge from that.
Ah, that's not bad.
That's not bad at all. So 1 CP to do this, 1 CP to steal there, bring the big brick of troops there. Keep the primaries to 5 for John. We would probably not get domination unless we can test. We can test. We're not going to hold, so we're probably not getting domination.
Probably not getting domination. It's going to be very hard for Nick at this point.
But I could definitely keep John to 5 primaries if I just, don't fail a 4-inch charge.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fail a lot of saves from Vexilla.
That's the trick.
Then the win condition would be keeping John to 5, clearing this out as best as possible.
Clearing me out is going to be hard.
It is. That is true.
I do have that Alaris brick ready to try to pounce on anyone who gets in the middle as well.
But I think we're going to have to go for it, so we're going to auto-advance this troop unit, 14.
Okay. So we've got 4 troops left there?
Yeah. Or do we do extra damage? Hold up. Because then...
Ooh. Nick is running out of resources here. All those command points he spent earlier on plays, making his life a little harder here. But certainly a tightly contested game.
If I just roll it, so now I can't afford to just roll it, so we're just going to...
Alright, so he is spending the command point.
Hold the phone.
He can't afford to roll it unless he rolls a 6.
Because if I roll badly, I could end up in a whole bunch of crappy spots.
Nick is making choices.
No, we're gonna be safe, and we're gonna go for a 14, and we're gonna do the plays. So right here to right there. And these troops.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, within 5, we need a 4. These troops will have to do the charge in the Soaring Spite trick, so they'll just walk They'll advance, because why not? 9 inches.
9 inches. Oop.
This will also prevent John from raising a banner on this one.
Yep, that'll be very annoying.
Over here, I don't want to get interrupted by this stuff. This stuff's scary.
There is some scary stuff there.
What's their Overwatch like? Anything?
So every 6 to hit is 2 hits, and so it would be swingy. But if
How
it
many
hurts,
shots is it?
10 shots.
10 shots. You have CP.
Yep.
But I have bullet catchers, so that's probably fine. Just gonna walk. I could give you a 3-up invul, and then I'm really tough. Although alerts are just gonna kill me right out from under. I need to do something about Spike Captain, unfortunately. If I advance, I give him a 3-up invul. Which doesn't suck. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 3-up invul and advance him. So they're gonna go far.
Okay. So we spent the command point on the 3-up invuln for this troop unit. That means that he's down to 1 command point. There will be no interrupts when it comes to my turn. We'll see what I have left.
And the Troupe Master is just gonna walk 8 inches.
Okay.
Shadowseer is gonna get out and raise a banner on this one.
Okay, very nice.
And
John, chat wants to know why you haven't Tanglefooted yet.
Oh, I was waiting for this 4-inch charge.
that would suck.
Yeah, because if I spend it at the beginning of the phase, then he's not going to do this play. And then he can do all other kinds of plays. So it really wouldn't change anything in his movement phase, but in the charge phase, when it's key, that's where I'm going to use it.
All right.
Trust me, folks, I have not forgotten about the Tanglefoot. It's a classic.
Let's do some shooting. I don't know what matters over here. Well, let's do combat. Do I want to risk a
Cast? You only have 1 wound left. Why not?
I'm not going to.
Okay.
Okay. We will have that boat shoot the tomb.
The one that fell back from combat?
Yeah, not that one.
Okay.
Okay. We will fire a fusion pistol at the
Venator.
Venatari.
Let's see it. We'll roll the 1.
Roll the 1, as
I like it.
always. The 9 troops advance. They're not shooting. The 2 Skyweavers are gonna shoot the 2
Custodial guard.
Custodial guard.
Nice. 9 shots. Should be just fine. We'll see how they take it.
Alright, 6 hits. This shouldn't do anything of note.
3 wounds.
AP1s.
Alright, 3 2-up saves. We do make... Oh, I do lose 1 wound.
Alright.
Alrighty.
I think we're already into
Into the
no,
charges?
I got a boat into the Venatari.
Venatari? Alright, let's see it. So,
5
nice.
hits.
5 hits. 3's to wound.
2 Rens, 3 armor.
Alright, let's take these 3 armors. I don't fail any, and then I've got 2 Rens, and I failed both.
Alright.
So did those in the wrong order, clearly. We got 1 wound left on this Venatari.
Alright, I am gonna charge the 4 troops into the
Yeah, we're gonna Tanglefoot that.
Yep.
Alright. That is -4.
Alright, so it's an 8-inch charge. See if I can do it, John. I got the 8.
Oh, that is way more than 4 inches.
Let's move it. Maybe I mismeasured. Oh, it's attached to something. Yeah, it is. That sucks.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna fail that.
Alright.
Unfortunately, it's not really worth re-rolling because it's bringing something far, and I need that CP to pull this play off. But that sucks. Tanglefoot's be getting you.
Tanglefoot's get you.
All right. These troops are going to charge the Unstoppable Destroyer and the Venatari.
So I have the option of trying to overwatch this, but I don't think I'm going to, because I'm just going to overwatch these troops, because if I kill one of them, I'll hold this objective, and that'll be enough to get me a 15 on primary.
Very clever.
So we're going to go ahead and let it happen. 7 is pretty good.
Yep. We'll base the Unstoppable Destroyer. That's Troupe Master.
Troupe Master hasn't charged yet?
He's not charged yet.
Okay.
Do I want to trail back? Is that too far to trail back?
These are the questions.
Yeah, it's too far to trail back. We're just going to hit you harder.
All right, we'll see how much damage Nick is able to do here. And what about that Troupe Master?
He is also going to go into the Venatari.
Okay. So he hits the Venatari as well. He's good to go.
We're going to base these Venatari over here.
Alrighty.
So there's not too many attacks slamming into my Troupe Master. Okay, over here we are going to charge. We have to charge both, unless I want to get intervened.
Yep.
And
if I intervene and base him, he won't be able to consolidate.
That's correct. I don't have enough CP to do anything else. So we're gonna charge both, and it's gonna work.
All right, we're gonna spend a command point to Overwatch and a command point to Overwatch on 5s.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to kill one troop here, and then I'll hold the objective, lock up that wonderful, wonderful primary.
Yep.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and what I'm secretly hoping here is that by wiping out this unit, I'll be able to raise the banner as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping that at least one survives, so the banner is a consolation prize, but maybe not with that roll.
So that's 7, 8 hits on 20 dice.
Yeah, it's called above average rolling.
Well, I didn't have any ones to reroll, so that was actually average. We'll reroll these ones.
No.
And we'll turn that into 6 invulns on the troop squad. And that's enough right there.
6 for 6 fails! There it is, everybody!
That's the Nick Salt we know and love.
Yeah. Okay, that sucked. Well, let's make up for it by rolling awesome over here. We'll start.
Ooh, I'm gonna do my interventions.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
sitting right next to a Terminator unit.
Sitting right there.
That's not something that goes unpunished.
Yes. How could I forget? John's gotta do all of the heroic interventions.
Gotta heroically intervene. You know, why wouldn't I, right? So we'll go 3 inches, just have to end it closer to the closest unit. And because this unit didn't charge, I'll be able to swing on them at my leisure. And I still have 2 command points left to turn off rerolls, depending on how Nick allocates its attacks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sounds good to me.
All right, we're gonna start with the Master of Fangs into the Ventari.
All right, so I could spend the 2 CP to stop the rerolls here. He's strength 5, and he's flat damage 2.
Strength 5, flat damage 2, and 2 mortals after he's done.
Yep, that's gonna definitely leave a mark. Honestly, I think we're gonna go ahead and let him swing for now. I think I want to use these command points for something else. Venatori don't really need to be alive.
Oh, 3 ones to hit.
There we go.
4s to wound, reroll on the wound.
So 3 so far. Turn
3,
still
10.
stays at 3. So I've got my invulns here.
Mm-hmm.
4 up invulns, I do fail 1, so it'll kill the one
that
model,
guy,
and then 2 mortals will win the
mortals.
next.
Yep.
So I'm kind of okay with this so far.
Now, would you like to do anything?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna spend a command point to interrupt and try to wail on this troop squad, but let me just consider the ramifications here.
Mm-hmm.
Strength 6, I'm wounding you on 2s. So I could do a good amount of damage, but actually, now that I think about it, you have how many guys that don't have any special weapons?
I have 2.
And it's a 9-man?
Yeah, and they have 3 pinball.
Yeah, since they've got the 3 up invuln, I would probably get 12 hits, 10 wounds. I might kill 3 models. While that's nice, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and save the command points, let Nick do his next activation.
3, 4. I'm gonna do 5. No, we'll do 4 into the shield captain, 3 plus the normal dudes into the bikes.
Okay.
Or into the.
And these are all AP3?
All AP3 except the normal dudes.
Except the normal dudes. All right, we'll let it happen.
Okay, so here's 3 into the shield captain.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping John would try to use CP there, but he was clever.
Yep. And because this shield captain's frankly not going to die anyway, he is an unstoppable destroyer, not really worried about it. What I'm saving these command points for is an Avenge the Fallen with the survivors of this Venator unit.
5.
On the Troupe Master? Or on the shield captain? 3 up invulns. I do fail 2. I've got a 5 up Feel No Pain. I fail 1 more. So he is down to 5 wounds left, my unstoppable destroyer.
Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the sorry.
Okay.
3s.
Well, aren't 2 of these normal troops?
It's 4 and 3. I'm sorry, I miscounted. Let's reroll. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so let's just try it again.
Yep.
Because they have, what, 4 attacks each?
Yep. 3s. I rolled 5 guys worth of attacks. I have 4 model swing.
Got it.
And 5s to wound. And rerolls. That was
Only
awful.
2 so far.
2 out of like 20.
Rerolls will help out. It'll take up to 4.
Rerolls got me to 4.
All
5
right.
ups out of 30 something.
We've got 4 pinballs. As long as I don't fail too many of these, that's fine. I'll lose 1 more and it'll pink over to the next.
All right, here are the 2 regular guys hoping to do something.
Yep, and I might actually save a CP to reroll one if I fail a 2-up save here. So that's 3 saves so far. It'll be 4 saves, 4 2-up armors. We do fail 2, so there's no point in trying to save him. It'll bonk him down and wound the next.
All right.
All right.
Swing backs.
So I do get my swings back here. I could always go for a classic Avenge the Fallen. That would actually be +9 attacks for 1 CP. We're gonna select this Terminator unit first. See how that goes. Because this one is contested, right? We just both have 4 models.
Yep.
So I'm already holding more than you. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
So we'll just pile in here, and here, and here, and he'll swing around. And we'll just have 4 Terminators swing onto that Harlequin Troop unit.
Yep.
Save the Tanglefoot for the clutch moment, folks. 1, 2, 3. And that's 4.
My plan had you go into a 5-point primary, and then I got you to a 15.
Yep. You're rolling 1s. And it 2's the wound here. 1 is cocked. So nice. 15 invulnerable saves on that Harlequin unit.
15 invuls on the troops.
That'll knock them down.
Really tried.
They really tried. Wow. They were very impressive there. And I think with the Consolidate, I'm only going to get 1 Terminator onto the objective, it looks like. So we'll go ahead and put him there. Because I would like it. But the rest of this unit is not quite making it onto the objective, unfortunately. Next up, we do have the Venatari. I think we're going to go ahead and spend 1 command point to Avenge the Fallen here.
Yep.
So that they're each going to be +3 to their attacks.
Yep.
So it's going to end up being, instead of 6 attacks, it is going to be 15.
Yep.
All right, now we're swinging on the troops, hitting on 2s, you're rolling 1s, wounding on 2s.
Yep.
And go. If I can knock 4 out of the unit, I'll feel pretty decent about my odds here.
Yep.
Okay, so there we go. That's a lot of 3-up invulns for Mr. Nick.
We failed 3?
Only got 3.
All right.
Now, are you going to keep the Unstoppable Destroyer in combat?
I think we need to, unfortunately.
All right, so I will get some more swings.
Some
Excellent.
more attacks. But I can't let that guy be free in the following turn.
All right, so this pink dice is going to be my whatever it's called. My pink dice, my misery report. 2s, captain stuff, and that, and then 3s and 2s. So that'll be 5 more invulns.
5 more invuls. Like a champion.
Like a champion, they take it.
All right.
All right, so they could fail the morale check still, but it's not too bad.
I lost 3. I think we're at that part of the turn. I'm okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have a terrible turn 4, which probably sealed the deal there. We'll see. John's gonna score another command point. He's gonna get a 15 on primary.
And 1 point on Raise the Banners.
And a point on Raise the Banners.
And is this my turn 5 we're heading
This
into?
is your turn 5.
Alrighty, so all I really am focusing on here is just trying to make sure that I am able to contest Nick's. So I think what I can do is just fall back this unit of Venatari and put 2 models on the objective. And that'll be enough right there to...
I was hoping to wipe the Venatari and make the shield captain only contest one or the other. Maybe the troops survive the Alaris. Yep. None of that is happening.
Oh, so we're just going to fall back here.
There was a line of play where that worked. Yep.
So just need to max my engage in all fronts here, and then I need this unit to really come hammer in on this. All right, Trajan will raise a banner here, and that squad will raise a banner there.
Yep.
So I'll have 3 more banners that'll hopefully last me till the end of the turn. And I think I can give Nick a 0 on primary this turn, and I'm hoping that's going to be enough to get it in my favor. So these troops are just going to walk up. We're going to just try to clear out the rest of Nick's army here. There's 2 wounds left here, 2 wounds left on that bike.
Yep.
A lot of wounded stuff over here. Maybe we can get it done. And then let's see here. I have 2 command points, so I could. I don't think I'll have the range because of the minus range on this. Actually, I could put a couple Terminators here and just use their stratagem to target a character. I only need that Shadowseer to fail 1 save. That is dangerous, and it would be both my command points, so I think I'll hold on to it. All right, so this Unstoppable Destroyer, the absolute man that he is going to come right here.
Yeah.
Just to be more... No, he'll actually stay closer so that I have these units supporting. So I have him supporting giving these Terminators reroll 1s. Okay. Because they're going to walk up, we're going to drop some shooting, we're going to see how much damage we can get done into all of these Harlequins. A lot of pew 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 pews coming up here. Hopefully it'll be enough. Now that unit is a 6-man squad, so I can actually get the full blast on these.
Planned it.
These Aquilons will advance. They're not doing much.
Nick gave himself 15 points again.
Oh my goodness, Nick.
I'm winning.
Nick.
It's also only turn 3.
This is my turn 5, is it not?
Wow.
Okay.
John's got the no chill.
No children. All right. And I think then that we are good to go. We'll just do that so I can heroically intervene, and we'll go ahead and launch into that shooting. I've got 2 command points. I think we're gonna spend one of them to get the to double tap with my rapid fire weapons.
Yep.
And we're gonna put quite a few shots into these Harlequin troops. So each model is going to put 7 shots total out because it's got a D3 weapon that's blast.
Yep.
And then it has a rapid fire 2 weapon that's very in rapid fire range. So we're gonna roll them all together. They have different AP and damage, but against these Harlequin troops, it just doesn't really matter. So here's the first 3, and that's 4, and 1 more here, hoping this is enough firepower to knock out those Harlequins.
Yeah.
Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s should do a lot of damage. Alrighty. There we go.
Yeah.
100% on the hit rate with the reroll 1s, which is exactly what I needed. And we're wounding on 3s here. So you can help pull out those misses, Nick?
Yep. What do you need, 3s?
I need 3s to wound.
There you go.
Alright, that many saves.
Shouldn't be too bad. I got a 3 up info, I believe.
I think I can get him to fail 6 here, but we're gonna find out together, folks.
I'm an unstoppable Harlequin.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right.
Got what I needed.
Yeah. Just
All right.
To be clear, I didn't have to take 27 saves.
And next up, we're gonna go ahead and shoot these shield guard. We're just gonna put all their pistols into that little troop.
Sure.
And that'll be 4 hits and 3 invulns on that last troop.
3 invulns on the last troop. Troop go down.
Troops goes down, that's enough. And then the next unit we'll shoot, it's gonna put its Guardian Spear into the Starweaver. Actually, it's gonna put everything into the Skyweaver. So Guardian Spear first. Or does this have 1 wound left?
None of that matters at all.
That's your CP.
Oh, this is my CP, that's just wounded. All right, well, I'm just 2 hits.
He's gonna tip me.
1.
We good?
All right, and then 4 more shots, 3 hits, and 2 more saves.
2 more saves.
Fails
fail.
1 wound left on that.
All right.
So we'll try to finish that off in combat. All right, and that'll do it for me. So we're just gonna go right into the charge phase. We're gonna just charge these Terminators into that Troupe Master.
Yep.
And on a 7, we are
never
just
did.
fine.
He's fine. We need to get this on the gimbal. What's going on?
What can this Troupe Master get done?
Everything. He's gonna kill these things.
Is he?
Yes.
We'll see, we'll see. All right, so here we go.
Hold up. Hold up. We're gonna do
I'm
something.
gonna base you. I don't know if that matters,
That
but
doesn't.
okay.
No, we're not gonna do something stupid. We're good. Keep going.
What were you thinking about for the
I
chat?
was gonna heroic intervene 6 inches my Shadowseer and get John Lennon with a heroic intervention, but it's not gonna do anything, and I'm gonna lose while we stand we fight.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't worried about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I certainly did not. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s, folks. Seeing if we can knock out this model. All right, solid 20 hits, and I'm strength 6 on toughness 3, so we're wounding on 2s as well.
Yep.
Should get about 20 invulns on this Troupe Master, but there's quite a few 1s in there, so maybe it'll be less than that. All right, there you go.
He's got this.
That many. Or would be less than 20. I only have 20 attacks.
No
but continue.
problemito.
Oh, man.
All right, we made 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 12.
That's enough. That's enough, folks.
That means we failed 8 out of 12. These are 4-ups.
Okay, we could have failed 6 out of 12.
We could have, but we didn't.
All right, folks. Let's go ahead and work our way over to the rest of these Custodian Guard.
Yep.
Working on close combat against these elves. So I didn't actually charge them. We're gonna do that. Multi-charge. Boom. Multi-charge. Boom. Great. Everyone's just swinging on each other. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and just do this unit is going to put both of their swords into the Skyweaver and their spear into the Starweaver.
Swords and spears.
So this is the spear. That'll be 3 hits, 3s to wound. That'll be 1 invuln.
Oh no!
D3 damage is 2. That's enough to kill it. Does it explode?
Does it explode? No.
Alrighty, and then this is the swords into that Starweaver unit. That'll be a healthy 6 hits. Wounding are on 3s. That'll be 5 wounds.
5 wounds.
5 wounds.
5 wounds. 2 failed.
All right, so the first one will just kill a model, and then D3 damage will just wound the next.
I'm alive.
Yep. And then this is the other unit. That'll be 4 hits. That'll be 2 more invulns.
I am dead.
Fails 1. I could roll a.
I'm alive.
I'll command point reroll it. He's
I'm
still
alive.
This Starweaver, or Skyweaver, pardon me, is just holding on, folks. But that's alright, it is stuck in combat.
No. He's gonna punch his way right through this. The weak squad. 2 hits.
Okay.
No wounds.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
And that'll do for me.
Some scoring. John's gonna score
3 more on engage and on
3
front.
more on engage. I got my banner kicked off,
Yep.
unfortunately.
So no more banners for
poopy
Nick.
Pants. Let's see. I scored 0 on primary. That's not good. And
Can you hold 4 objectives with 2 models?
no, but I'm gonna get 10 points for while we stand we fight.
Alright. Gonna just pass your turn there?
Yep, we can call right there.
Alright, there we go, folks.
Let me just finish out this dippity doodads with the iPads. Oh, I forgot to press save. Oh boy, oh boy. Ziggs,
Alright, so just not quite enough left for the Harlequins at the end here.
Oh no, iPads are so challenging.
Nick, if you like,
Now I'm doing it. I'm an adult. We're done. We did it. We're done. Ziggs, tell me the
don't
score.
get an orc mech when you could get a tech priest.
Looking like 69 to 49.
69-49.
Good game.
Good
John.
game, Nick.
All right.
What do you think about the Harlequins?
I think Harlequins are really cool. I
Yeah.
had a lot of fun playing them still, despite the scoreboard kind of running away with me at the end. I was doing all kinds of dancing acrobatic stuff. I probably got a little overzealous on turn 2 or 3 where I spent 7 CP to just move people.
Yep.
It was really cool, and I messed with John's primary, but I, as you saw, ran out of steam later on. I knew that was a mistake, but I just wanted to. I couldn't help myself. It was one of those.
Couldn't help himself, folks.
The other issue with this specific matchup is that I brought a lot of Skyweavers because this is my kind of all-comers list for Soaring Spite, and then John brought no vehicles, which is a fine choice for Custodes.
Yep.
And that's a lot of dead weight to be lugging around with you because it's not like usually they have ancillary things they can do, like they got a decent stick in close combat. They're very fast.
Yeah.
None of that really mattered in this game because they're not decent enough at combat to beat up even Custodes troops, and that sucks. They're not OBSEC, so they just can't even contest objectives where normally they could. So like all the, okay, they didn't bring tanks, so I might as well use my Skyweavers to do this kind of plays. None of those mattered. So
Yeah.
that was rough. I think my Frozen Stars build, which is better into the Space Marine meta, would do a lot better into this Custodes army as well.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so I think, I would have loved to play the Frozen Stars, show them off, but unfortunately I just haven't been keeping up to all my due diligence with the painting on that. I'll get that going for you guys soon. But overall, I really like Harlequins. They're very fun. I haven't played them in like 2 months, and I think the rust showed a little bit, but that's Harlequins. They're such a sharp army to play, you have to really be on top of your game.
Yeah, I was super pleased with how this game went for me. My plan was, and I was going to kind of make the decision after knowing who went first, as you saw with the Castleman's Mark, my plan was just to hold one corner and then push up the rest, and I figured I'd be able to dominate Nick on the primary by the end of it. I don't think either of us scored that well on secondaries, but getting a couple banners at the end was really nice, and that was part of my plan. I figured I could try to hold some banners for a couple turns, and then by the end I figured Nick was going to be out of resources, and like as you saw my turn 5, I raised 3 banners.
I probably should have done deploy scramblers instead of banners, but I saw a line of play where I had gone first, pushed John into the corner a little bit, and then my backfield banners were just 10 points forever.
I don't think John in the corner was ever in the cards, folks.
John in the corner could have happened if I had gone first, but we're 11 games in a row without that, so we'll never know. I say next time, but we won't even know it next time.
Okay, Nick, okay.
So, you have any questions from the chat from our subscribers or our wonderful givers of donations?
We do, in fact, have a wonderful super chat from $10 from Michael M. Hey, John, I was curious as to what you think of the Telemon after its updates in the latest Imperial Armor book in regards to its Duty Eternal and running it in Shadowkeepers to be super tanky.
I really like the Telemon. The big reason that I don't have one today is that the only ones we have painted aren't magnetized and they're locked in with the flat damage 3 weapons. I would actually really like to have some melee weapons on my Telemons. I want to use them as big aggressive tanks that just run into the middle. Just being -1 damage all the time with all the defensive strats you can put on the Telemon, especially since the Telemon didn't take a nerf like a Leviathan. It's still toughness 8, 2-up armor, 4-up invuln, has the Feeling Pain. It's still extremely tough. It's the toughest dreadnought in the game. I would actually love to use the Telemon maybe in the future. I do have an unpainted Telemon that's magnetized, but I couldn't quite get it ready in time for this game. So in the future, would love to try Telemon, even maybe some of the other Custodes Dreadnoughts. I think they all got some serious buffs, and I'd love to maybe get them on the table.
Nice.
And then for you, Nick, how do you feel about overall Harlequins into Custodes?
Overall, I think they're fine. So really, they're two very, very, very tricksy armies. Probably two of the trickiest armies in 40K playing into each other. And a lot of the stuff that I do directly counters normal stuff that John likes to do. So by that I mean, you know, he puts his Terminators or OBSEC stuff on the objective, and you can't just go contest it because they'll intervene and kill you. Yep. I have really cool ways of getting around that because I can charge them and leave. I can fire and fade like I did that one turn. I got a lot of hit and run micro plays, which is really interesting. But then John has a lot of tricks against me because he's got all the ways to shut off rerolls, so my offense doesn't work. Yeah. They always to ignore AP2, so all the Caress squads and the Kiss squads don't do anything. And then also the Tanglefoot, as you saw in the late game, cost me so much. Yep. And I have to worry about the Overwatch. So
yeah, that Tanglefoot was great for me. It gave me extra movement on my Terminators and saved me 5 points on primary.
Yeah, I think the devil is in the details in this specific matchup. The details of my exact variation of list here weren't really designed to fight Custodes whatsoever. This list is, to be honest, a little bit dated. I think it made more sense pre-Space Marine Codex in the meta we had 3-4 months ago. Yep. But it's still not bad. And I think Harlequins definitely have the stones to keep with Custodes, just not this specific build into this specific build of Custodes.
Totally makes sense.
So just to let everyone know, we didn't do a stream on Sunday. We had some tech difficulties, but tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we're making up for it on Twitch. We're gonna hop back to our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/AOW40K. I'm gonna be back in the ringer, busting out a totally different army. I'll be trying out TJ Lanigans, who's one of our Art of War coaches. He won a GT very recently with a really cool Chaos Thousand Sun/Demon build, busting out Mortal Wounds, and I'm gonna try that against Mr. Siegs and his Blood Angels, busting out that new Codex. So we're gonna get some Blood Angel hype, get some Magnus Loader change double smiting action. It's gonna be an awesome game. 6 p.m. Eastern Time, twitch.tv/AOW40K.
All right, can't wait to see it. All right, is that it from the chat?
All right, everybody.